1-800-CALL-MO.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready? With Solar Source, you get more than energy savings. You get strength you can trust. As Florida's oldest solar provider since 1984, Solar Source designs systems built to withstand Florida's toughest storms. Already have solar that's not working? Their expert service team can repair any system no matter who installed it and get it performing like new. Trusted by over 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, plus NASA, Disney, and Legoland. Visit SolarSource.com today to unlock exclusive savings. Solar Source, power you can rely on even when the storm hits.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that as we do every single day. And we do have a stacked up program for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Deb will do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's Animal House. Tam Marshall joins us. She's the president of the board for Save a Life Pet Rescue. We'll also talk to Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel. 5 o'clock hour, it's trivia. We'll also talk to Joel Warren about good sauce. And you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host is Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social. Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show. And all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Get involved with our question of the day. Watch us do the show live if you'd like. We also have... What?
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, also have the chat room in there as well. If you want to send a talk back, that's easy. Just grab the iHeartRadio app, go straight to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we'll get you on the air.
Turn you into a superstar.
That's right. Bank is your 3 o'clock keyword. That's B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bank, guys. That is your 3 o'clock keyword. Good luck.
Get that money.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Hungry.
Yeah. I am
Are
hungry.
you hungry?
I am as well.
I underate for lunch.
Yeah.
One-
What is under eating?
A Crustable.
You ate a Crustable for lunch as a grown man?
I was wondering what
That's
the
fine.
delay was. I was like, is that a dry coffee
That's
suffering
fine.
from? What is
Were
the
you-
delay of responding?
Were you out of Dino Nuggets?
Are you ready?
That'd be Dino.
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready for this? It's not even a Smucker's Crustable. It's an Aldi
Oh, God.
Okay,
dude.
Jack, that's...
crust something.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
the box looks exactly the same, though, doesn't it?
and it tastes great. It was
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
No, the
Very nice.
taste was fine. I could have probably used 3 more of them.
Yeah. Same, dude. I had leftover beans and rice, and it wasn't much of anything. Like a little bit of pork tenderloin, that's it. I came and ate some cat. Man, let me tell you something.
No, wait, let me tell you guys something.
All right.
How sad it is when Jack comes in for our pre-show meeting and he leans over and kind of looks around my computer screen. He's like, what's that?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
What'd you get?
What do you got?
Smells like Chick-fil-A.
That does smell good.
He's like, that normally does not happen.
Right.
And then I come back in after washing my hands, and Jimmy's like, is somebody out there heating up food? I thought I smelled somebody heating up food.
No, I said, is there any food in the kitchen?
It was a little bit more exuberant than that.
You went, no, and I went, this is it where it got said. I went, oh, I guess somebody's just heating up their food. And I walked in the building because you can smell it the minute somebody uses the microwave, and I don't know if food has been delivered. And I got to tell you, secretly, I was kind of hoping it was.
Because since it wasn't, that meant you had to go to the vending machine. But hey, at least you know that's a cheap snack.
Jack, how much do you think they charge for what has to be like 35 pistachios?
Yeah.
And these are they're shelled, so it's just the nut itself, and these have a little spice on them. How much do you think that is? 35 pistachios.
Because of that machine, I would guess $2.50.
$3.09.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
For 35 Pistachio.
I can't buy anything. I can't. It just goes against every fiber of my being.
I can imagine so.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, because when you see it's like, wait, that's in dollars. I just got a soda and a candy bar. What do you mean that's in dollars?
$3, dude.
If you're hungry, I still have 2 Cadbury cream eggs
I
left
can't
over.
eat it, dude. I can't eat it. I got offered a chocolate chip cookie yesterday, and like a
Did you say no?
and like a fat kid, I had to go. No, it's not on my diet. No, it's not. Can't have it. I have a strict like sugar intake regimen thing now. It's got to be like RDA is like 39 grams for a guy my size. So I'm like shooting for 30 grams of sugar a day. Let me tell you something.
That's
my
hard.
coffee wipes out most of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
tough.
it's tough. Yeah. Real tough. I can feel the sympathy.
I don't think we can withstand the usual food topics that we kind of deal with on
that's
the
right.
show.
And then on top of it, I was
We'll
like, well, you know
collapse.
what? The Pepsi Zero wasn't bad. I got a Pepsi Zero yesterday, sipped on it, took it home last night, had some for dinner, and then had the remainder of it this morning with my little lunch thing. Get to the radio station. I said, look, I have found something that actually looks like it's going to be a Band-Aid. No, God. Pepsi Zero in the machine because apparently C-Lane, are you back there? If you're back there, C-Lane has drinks all the Coke
Did he
Zero.
leave already?
And then he moved to the Pepsi Zero.
And that's the only zero product in the machine. The rest of it's diet. I know what that tastes like. God almighty. What a fit.
Gotcha.
They're
Now
ma-
you have me looking at C-Lane's garbage can when I
Yes.
walk
I
by.
walked by a minute ago and looked at it. He must think I'm the weirdest dude in the building. I'm like going through his trash can. I'm like, this son of a bitch better not have drank all the Pepsi Zeros. Gone. I swipe my card, look down there, gone, empty. Oh, plenty of Cokes and Pepsis. Because I ain't drinking them. The crazy thing is I've been doing this for like a week now. I've lost 6 pounds already, if you can imagine.
Really?
Just wiping out Pepsis. When I got on this, I was like 227.5 this morning. I weighed like 221.5, 222, something like that.
Good for you.
Yeah, so it's
Wow.
already showing in effect. I mean, obviously, you wipe that much sugar out of your, and my wife was like, how many Pepsis do you drink a day? I'm like, well, just one, but it doesn't matter. That one has like 70 grams of sugar. That's twice my allowance. Just one.
Your
So,
allowance. Doesn't it feel fun to say
God,
allowance
don't even
when
get
you're
me
over the
started.
age of 30?
Don't even get me started.
The more immediate you can see effects, like a cause and effect, I think the higher success rate you have. Like the sooner you start seeing, it's working. Now I'll continue to do that.
Right.
Because if you're just depriving yourself and you're not seeing any change, you're going to be like, screw this. Give me the pretzels.
C-Lane defending himself via texting service on first
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah.
All right,
What did he say?
hang on.
Let me read what this near-to-well says here.
Okay,
real
wait.
quick. Okay.
Oh, he texted you on the phone.
Yeah, he texted me on my phone.
okay.
He goes, I didn't touch your Pepsi Zero today. He goes, that's last resort, my man. They still had Diet Coke today. All right, yeah, fair. That's fairly said. That's fine. I mean, he's an honest guy. I absolutely love that guy. I will take his word for it. But if you touch the Pepsi Zero, dude, we're going to have problems.
There are people who say we had a texter yesterday said there is a great difference between like Diet Coke and Coke Zero.
Oh, yeah.
However, I realize I don't taste that difference. But then again, what I am starting to learn about myself, I don't taste much.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You just discovered salt, literally like 3 years ago. We do have so much to talk about today. It is so much fun. Today is National Chicken Wing Day. And by the way,
We can't talk about food.
Yeah. So I know that he put this on his Facebook page, and I know they've been talking about it a little bit on the Monsters. Did you see? Did you go to Russ's Facebook page by any chance? Russ from the Monsters.
No.
Today?
Yeah. Did you go look at it? Go look at his Facebook page real quick and see if it's up there still. I want to make sure. I don't want to. And I haven't texted him about this or anything.
Is this about a medical procedure?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was showing me today.
Okay, he did show you today. So
He showed me today. I don't know what they did on the air about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did. I wasn't able to listen a lot today, so
yeah. I think
what?
I think it was a skin cancer thing,
Yeah.
or a scare of that. And he put a photograph up of the scar from when they had to remove it, I believe, or whatever.
Yeah.
And holy, get out of here with that.
yeah.
And that's why it's so dangerous because it's like an
Oh.
iceberg, right?
Yeah.
What you see on the surface may not be at all what's underneath the surface.
Ooh, my man, take
Yeah.
care of yourself, brother. I mean, I was talking to my wife this morning, and she's like, he's always been kind of an outside guy, beach kind of thing, boating thing. That's been his thing for years.
And I'm
back when I
looking
was on the show in the early 2000s, late 2000s, he had boats the entire time. He's got that boat now. Man, oh man, take care care of yourself, brother. I saw that picture this morning. I was horrified.
And I'm looking at someone else with light eyes and light skin and not a lot up upstairs.
Listen, dude, what do you mean not a lot
What
upstairs? What are you talking about?
Hair to protect
Okay.
you when
She
you're
said
out there
you're a
playing
dummy.
golf. No. You have to be so, like your neck, your head, your hands, your arms, you have to be so careful when you're out there in that golf.
I play golf and I spray myself down with, then, here's the other thing too. Like, so I hose myself down with sunscreen, right?
No.
Yeah. But then I hear that like sunscreen is a joke. Like it's just as bad for you to put that stuff on you as it is to just kind of take the sun.
Do
Who
not
says that?
listen. Do not listen to the people who are tan maxing. Have you guys heard that?
Yes.
Now?
What is tan maxing?
Tan maxing is
It's
like
what we used to do in the 80s.
and now Gen Z and some of your younger millennials are trying to bring it back. It's more of a TikTok thing, but the videos of young people showing themselves going to tanning beds. I mean, pretty much, Jack's not kidding, just about doing the baby oil thing that we did in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
With a little bit of iodine in it.
That's what my aunt used to do. My mother used to have like these contests to see who could get the darkest. And I'm like, that, even as like a 5 or 6 or 7 year old, I'm like, that, it just doesn't seem.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's just, Jack has Russ's Facebook picture up on the screen right now. Yeah, that is so gnarly.
Yeah, he showed me that today.
Yeah, man, that is gnarly.
Oh.
God, wish him the best, man. I again, I haven't talked to him much about this. I just saw it on his Facebook page. That is sketch AF.
Matter of fact, in less than an hour, he's going to be at Johnny's Other Side. Today is the Monsters Teachers Appreciation Party.
Yeah, man. Go out there and support those guys.
Everyone's invited.
Yeah,
you know, if you're a teacher, show your ID, show a pay stub, get a raffle ticket, and a free drink.
Oh, you need that.
But if you're not, bring some school supplies. It's a school supply drive where it benefits a gift for teaching. It's going to be a lot of fun. Johnny's Other Side today from 4 until 7.
Yeah.
Details on our website, realradio.fm/party.
So real quick, do we know what led to this? I mean, because a lot of times people assume it has to be like...
I don't know. Again, I haven't really spoken to him about it. I just saw this on his Facebook today, and I think my kids were over at his house this weekend. Like over there hanging out this weekend because I believe his wife was having like a big party or something. So they were over there hanging out all weekend.
Good.
So, I mean, I just didn't hear anything about it. And then I saw this picture and I was like, gosh, dog, man, that sucks.
Well, I know. I mean, now he lives on a lake. He has a boat. He's out there. He's taking it out at least every weekend.
Oh, yeah. He's living that life.
But Skin Kent, that's years and years and years of work from the sun.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been that guy. That Russ is not an inside guy. He likes being outside. He likes doing stuff out around. He's like, he just loves being out. I mean, he really is.
Yeah.
So I've known him damn near my entire life. And when you're young, you don't take precautions. You don't really think, maybe I didn't, I mean, I basically went to the beach every day of my life, from 11th and 12th grade. Was over at the beach all the time, getting burnt, surfing, and stupid stuff like that.
You're looking at someone who still doesn't take precautions, so don't worry about it.
All right, 407-916. Well, get well, man. I hope everything's all right.
Yes, Russ.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I've got some news for us.
I sure do. Have y'all heard the Mega Millions jackpot has been won right here in Florida? We'll tell you where.
And by the way, to the person who won that jackpot, if I've ever said anything that offends you,
it might be me. I haven't checked my ticket yet.
All right. Well, you don't know
so
where, but but check your ticket. I'm not going to take that hope away from you, Jack.
Please say it was the Key Foods on Chickasaw Trail.
Florida's property tax amendment language. This is important. The language to the property tax amendment is being challenged in court, and eBay settles for millions for... What would be the last thing you'd expect a company like that? You know that story? Jack, are you aware of that story?
I do not know.
Okay, well, eBay settles for millions for stalking and harassment.
What?
Yeah, you remember the story when she says that it's crazy.
It is crazy, but we're going to talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
And let's just say they were smite.
They were. I will smote you.
Because let me tell you, this judge got biblical in these memos. It was ridiculous. Bank, by the way, is your 3 o'clock keyword. That's BANK. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. Westbound lanes are blocked due to an accident on Colonial Drive, State Road 50 at State Road 520. You could use Fort Christmas Road as an alternate route there. 3 left lanes are blocked on I-4 eastbound past State Road 434. The right lane's only getting by. Traffic stop and go. The left lane's blocked on Florida's Turnpike northbound at US 192. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
Rasmussen University is where passion meets education, offering over 60 career-focused programs ranging from nursing and early childhood education to business and IT. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Congratulations, Melissa. You just won $1,000 from Real Radio.
Woo-hoo! Yes! Real Radio 104.1.
What are you going to do with your money, Melissa?
I'm going to get a new tattoo.
With 13 chances each day to get $1,000 in your hand, we ask, who's next? This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992, right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center features a different laser light show every Friday and Saturday night, plus planetarium shows, exhibits, and observatory stargazing. It's all included with admission, something for all ages, now through August 8th. See the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you looking for information on a reverse mortgage or HELOC? It's so easy to get a quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
When you need cash fast, there are some things you don't need.
Credit checks.
Complicated forms.
A long wait.
At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with cash in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Discover /Distillery, a unique distillery and blending house focusing on creating one-of-a-kind spirits in the heart of Winter Park. Step into their modern tasting room for expertly crafted cocktails and a truly elevated experience. /Distillery. Visit drink/.com.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP. This message furnished by this station.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
That's Alina's family group chat. It never stops. Someone's always sending a blessing
or starting a poll about the baby shower theme at midnight.
With Real Unlimited from Total Wireless, she's always in the loop, whether she wants to be or not. Switch to Total Wireless Total Starter Plan or higher and get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G on us. Total Wireless, your own Real Unlimited. Offer ends 11/4/2026 or while supplies last. Devices, taxes, and fees may apply.
Russ Rollins here. This July, celebrate America's 250th birthday by declaring your freedom on outdated bathrooms, hard to clean grout, and the worry of hidden leaks. At HBN Bath, they'll help you enjoy beautiful, low-maintenance shower designs with quality products from brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. It's your chance to declare independence from old bathrooms once and for all. Visit HBNUSA.com. That's HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 833-1255-975.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry, wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit smiletunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go. iHeartRadio.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Colbert crew, it's Sarah. What's going on? Trying to make a little lighthearted of Russ's situation because that is really unfortunate. Glad he's okay. But I was front and center when Savannah slapped the you-know-what out of him, and I have the best footage of him getting smacked by her, and it was right on that ear. Wonder if anything had to do with that. No, I'm just kidding. Super glad he's okay. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So we can slap our hosts? That's what we're saying?
I mean, if you want to take away their hearing for over a month.
I wouldn't. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no.
Apparently, that punch was not pulled.
Yeah. Apparently, we didn't do that event again.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Bank, by the way, BANK. That is the magic word, guys. That is your keyword this hour. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. A big part of this is this, man. It really is. It's on you guys. Look, if you're playing this game, you got to keep your phone near you, and you have to turn it on and up so you can hear it or feel it when it calls. And you got to remember, the hour after you enter, that is the most important hour. You have to pick up everything that calls because that's how they tell you you've won. Even if you see a number you do not recognize, you got to pick it up.
Most likely, it's going to say no caller ID. So that could be a hint. But like Jimmy just said, it's 1 hour. Just take your chance. It could be $1,000.
Absolutely. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack's right there, and Deb has your news. Let's do it.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
It still makes me laugh. All right, JCS News brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. All right, a tip of the hat to if you're traveling the 414, the guy's working on like those barriers, painting them and cleaning them. Anybody who's doing anything outside or is in an unair-conditioned vehicle because dangerous heat once again bearing down on Central Florida today. The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for Orange, Seminole, Lake, Volusia, and northern Brevard counties until 8 o'clock tonight. Forecasters say the heat index values could climb as high as 110 degrees, creating dangerous conditions for anyone spending time outdoors, and that includes horses in Ocala that are trying to keep their cool. Horse owner Christine Dotson tells Fox 35 she uses a misting device to let hers cool off.
So if I'm not home, this thing is on all the time, and they actually like to stand in it, and it cools them gradually.
So call me a horse, but I'd love a misting device when we're standing outside.
Right, yeah, that's always good.
Folks should limit outside activities, stay hydrated, and just as important, please remember to check on your vulnerable neighbors if you're able to, especially those seniors maybe on a fixed income, only living with a fan. Increasing rain chances tomorrow could cool things down. Right now, it's 94 degrees with a feel-like temp of 107.
Yeah, I read this morning it was supposed to be one of the hottest days of the year today.
Yeah,
and that we do have some rain coming to cool things off going into the weekend.
And when you see that, look in the sky like it looks like it's smoke, but it's just the heat and humidity.
It's so funny you mentioned that. My wife and I were just driving somewhere the other day, and I looked at her, and it was we just got through working in the yard, so we were already half dead.
Right.
And I looked at her and I said, "It just looks hot." That's like, if I took a picture of this and I sent this to somebody, the first thing they would say is, "Looks hot."
Exactly.
It looks really hot.
It looks really hot because it really, really is. All right. Someone in Florida is claiming one of the largest jackpots in Lotto history.
Ooh, I got to check.
The $800 million Mega Millions ticket was sold at a Wawa convenience store in Bradenton.
Son of a bitch.
Bradenton. Loaded with already rich people in Bradenton.
I know, right? Like they need it.
Did they go to Wawa, though?
The prize is the largest Mega Millions jackpot since November of last year. Now, the one-time cash payout is an estimated $344.2 million. Lottery officials have not identified the lucky winner, but of course, Florida is one of those states where you cannot remain anonymous.
Right.
I mean, you can set up an LLC.
Right, yeah, put it in a trust.
Put it in a trust, but someone's got to come up and collect the check.
We were talking about this either yesterday or the day before about lottery winnings and how much you would take home and stuff. I think it was when Ray was here, so it was Monday, and he said, I read the entire article, and it broke down exactly after taxes how much it is. Start out with $816 million or something like that. What do you think you wind up with?
I think she said 350.
No,
344.2.
That's for the payout. That's not after taxes.
What?
No.
Yeah, 261 million. Something like that. It goes down into the 200 millions from $800 million.
Listen, that is more money than you need. However,
right,
that doesn't feel right.
34% tax. So, I mean, remember, for every $1 million, it's $340K.
Well, can't we just be like the other millionaires and billionaires and just figure out a way to not pay it?
Yeah.
Well, the jackpot now resets to a paltry $50 million for Friday's drawing. Governor Ron DeSantis believes his recent trip to Europe will pay off for Florida. DeSantis was in the United Kingdom to meet with business leaders from around the world in several different industries, but he announced FDOT will partner with Eve Air Mobility to safely integrate electric vertical takeoff and landing, or VTOL, aircraft into the state's transportation network. DeSantis also announced Relativity Space has committed to expanding its aerospace manufacturing operations on the Space Coast. We had also talked about that. And he also says British Airways has agreed to add 18 flights from Orlando to London this summer.
Those are directs?
For the UK school holiday travel season.
Yeah. Because I believe when you fly to England or Europe in general from America, from Central Florida, I believe you have to fly to New York first, right? And then you fly to there. Do you fly directly?
I've always only flown directly.
From Orlando?
From Orlando.
Did not know that.
Yeah, exactly.
For some reason, I always
flights.
I thought they always went up to New York and then went from there for some reason.
It depends on where your ending destination may be in Europe, but if you're landing in England, 6 to 8 hours later.
It is an international airport. It didn't make sense when I heard it. So.
Yeah. The DeSantis says adds this mission to the UK has advanced Florida's position as an international leader across key industries. And he's not kidding, because another Space Coast company is landing a major boost from the U.S. Space Force. Merritt Island-based All Points Logistics has been awarded a $250 million contract to expand spacecraft processing capabilities at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California.
That's a tough one, yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah, Space Force Base.
Vandenberg Space Force Base.
There you go.
Say that 3 times fast.
Vandenberg Space Force Base. I'm not saying it anymore at all.
All right, the company will help prepare satellites and payloads for launch. Who better to help the California space base than us here in Central Florida, right?
Right, yeah.
Let's see. All Points is also building a new spacecraft processing and logistics complex at near Kennedy Space Center, which is expected to open by the end of 2027.
Very nice.
All right, Orlando ranks where for small business growth? This is a report from Blink.
Small business growth.
So our city, but is that out of the nation or out of Florida?
This would be out of the nation.
Okay.
Small businesses are businesses with 50 employees or less, something like that? Is that what the determination is?
About that. Yeah. I'll say 20th.
Oh, God, I just saw the other state rank thing. It was a little higher than that. I'll go, our tax base. I'll go 12th.
How about number 1?
No!
Yes.
Wow. I'm closer.
Orlando ranks first for small business growth. A report from Blink placed Orlando ahead of McKinney and Frisco, Texas for mid-sized U.S. cities. The analysis considered factors like retail, food, and hospitality businesses. Employment and population growth.
I'll tell you something else that has led to this city and will continue to lead to this city's growth. And I'll tell you, I don't know who is supposed to be getting credit for this, maybe the mayor or whatever, but the infrastructure in this city is solid as a rock. And I don't care what you say. We bitch about the traffic all the time, but I'm telling you straight up, there are very few places in this city you can't get from one to the other covering 25, 30 miles in just 25 or 30 minutes. I mean, we are evidence of that. I live 27 miles from here. It takes me 31 minutes to get home. The infrastructure of this city compared to others I've been in is awesome.
In the vehicle.
In a vehicle, yes.
But if you need public
work.
transportation and have to go east to west, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, I would say that almost like outside of the big rural or urban areas, isn't that kind of the case everywhere? I mean, I know Denver has a really good system because we use that to get from my daughter's apartment over to the football stadium, and it was really cool. But it just so happened that that's a gigantic thing that they would build it to go beside. You know?
I think of like the Northeast. You know, we think of the subways in New York and Boston, but
Chicago.
But think about all the people who live like Jack's home state, Jersey, and then they take the train in.
Sure, yeah.
So I was kind of hoping Brightline could be something like that for industries here in Florida. Because if you imagine if you live in Key West but you want to work in Miami, you've got a 4-hour commute right off rip.
I know somebody moving to New York soon. I think they're supposed to move in September, and they have one car between the two of them, and they're deciding whether or not to even take a vehicle up there. They're going to live in Brooklyn, and I'm like, why are you even taking that thing?
Why are you taking it? It's going to cost you as much to find a parking space and pay for that as it will your rent. Not only the employment and population growth, but also internet searches, downtown activities, and walkability. Tampa ranked 4th on the list. Wow. All right, a challenge to the wording of Florida's property tax amendment is being heard in a Tallahassee court. Former South Miami Mayor Philip Stoddard says the language is inaccurate and biased.
The problem with the amendment as written is it doesn't state what it does. It talks about fairness, for instance. Well, one person's definition of fairness is not another person's definition.
Fort Lauderdale attorney Jamie Cole says the amendment's title, quote, Save Our Homes from Excessive Property Tax, end quote, is also misleading because of the word excessive. No word on when a ruling will come. The state faces a late August deadline for ballot language certification. And really, that comes down to the whole point of this is that tell consumers exactly what they're going to be voting for. Right now, we've heard some of the groups that filed lawsuit against the language are saying it's propaganda. Yeah. You're not telling citizens at all what really they're going to be voting on and the repercussions for it.
Yeah. The thing that's one of my big issues with this whole thing is like I don't mind you proposing the idea, but just let people know what it's going to cost. Like, let them understand that, if you don't pay property taxes or maybe even reduce the level, whatever the case may be, show on the budget what that's going to cost their community. You are not going to have this. You're not going to have this. And let them just kind of make the decision of whether or not they use those things or need those things or want those things in their communities. The enrichment programs, the sports fields, the boat ramps, all the stuff you love that are run by the counties, a lot of that will close.
Well, not just that. The assumptions that folks are making that some things will be essential and absolutely funded is also not true. And that's why Florida's police and firefighter unions have come out against this, because it's got some really far-reaching implications. And we talked about before a poll that found that when you told citizens one thing, the support was 61%. When you told them the budget shortfall it was going to create,
43%.
Yeah, exactly. So just tell people what they're going to be voting for. The Orange County School Board is taking a stand against e-bikes and e-scooters. The board voted yesterday to ban the devices. There will be exceptions, though, for students with a driver's license or a learner's permit, but they won't be able to charge the bikes or scooters on campus. They're going to have to park them somewhere else, and the devices must be registered with the school. The district believes this could affect about 11,000 students, mainly in elementary and middle school, who rode e-bikes and e-scooters to school last year.
Yeah.
And as you can imagine, while the Orange County School Board is united against e-bikes and e-scooters, others in the community are not. Members say it's a safety issue, but some residents who spoke at the meeting didn't see it that way. One man says the choice should be left to the parents. And if the district is worried about safety, it should educate students on proper usage. I think that's supposed to come from the entities that actually bought the e-bike and scooter.
And let me ask you a question real quick, because I'm not sure how it is here. So buses only run to students that live outside of a certain circle of the school,
like
correct?
2.5 miles is what I think that distance
what it is? 2.5, 3 miles?
Growing up, I know it was 2 miles. I don't know if that's same for Florida.
I just heard this morning it was 2 miles.
So those parents that are required to get up, take their kids to school because they don't get a bus route that runs near there, and they are leaning on their kid because their schedules allow it to have one of these e-bikes or a skate bike or one of these e-skateboards, whatever the case may be. I'm sure that's a little different thing, but like 2 miles really isn't that bad to even walk. Like you can walk 2 miles in 20 minutes?
Well, a girl who uses an e-scooter to get to school says students are still going to ride the devices. They're just going to find somewhere else to park them, which means neighbors who live around schools might find e-bikes and e-scooters in their yard.
That's what I did when it was mopeds back in the 80s, and our high school, block said you can't ride your mopeds to school, but there was a neighbor that I knew, and so I would just lock it up at their house.
Right.
Like on their property. And so you just find an alternate place close by where you can lock it up.
Back in the day when you actually asked, unlike my mom who'll come out of her house and go, oh, wow, look, some kid just left their e-bike here in my yard.
Take it.
Take it. Exactly. Go do wheelies on it.
No. Take a picture, put it on Facebook Marketplace. Free, come and get it.
Perfect. I told her to do the same thing. A former teacher spoke against the ban too and said, quote, let the kids scoot.
Yeah.
End quote.
How funny.
But for a lot of parents, a lot of parents are upset because now they're going to have to, this disrupts parents' schedules because now someone's got to figure out how to get the kids to school. I'm old school. My ass would have been on the school bus already. There wouldn't have been an option.
So it's like this argument with cell phones in schools, and it's like, oh, what do we do? Meanwhile, generations and generations and generations survived school without cell phones. This is a relatively brand new problem, and it's just exploded the popularity of e-bikes. Guess what? You could give them a bike. Have them pedal. Have your fat kid pedal.
They're not saying you can't bring your bike. They're just saying anything motorized. If you don't have a learner's permit or a driver's license, they go much faster.
Give them a bicycle and a helmet.
That's a good point. Let's get these obesity rates down. Miami's Archbishop is calling for an end to the death penalty. Thomas Wensky and other religious leaders wrote a letter to state officials criticizing capital punishment. The state executed 2 people yesterday, including an 80-year-old who was the oldest person ever executed in Florida. Yeah. It was also the first time in over 60 years that Florida had executed 2 people in the same day. Wensky says China, Iran, and North Korea are the only countries that still insist on capital punishment. He also says the death penalty brings no real closure to the families of the victims, and it represents vengeance rather than justice.
That's interesting when you consider the group that you're with: China, Iran, and North Korea.
Exactly.
And us. Oh, boy.
I don't like this party, Dad. All right, and then I don't know if you've heard, but get your tickets now.
No, come on.
Not
that.
Not the tribute. Is it a tribute concert or a hologram? What is it?
No, Ozzy Osbourne is going to be honored at Universal Studios theme parks this Halloween season.
Oh, he's going to have his own haunted house?
Universal Studios Hollywood and Orlando will each feature Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness. Haunted houses for this year's Halloween Horror Nights
How cool
events.
Is that?
Yeah, the houses will be unique at each theme park, but both will start with Osbourne's classic hit "Crazy Train."
They're going to show just it's going to be room after room of just his bedside table. That just has to be a nightmare back in the day, right?
The Hollywood attraction will then take guests through the Osbourne Asylum, while Orlando will feature ruins and a dungeon.
All right.
I think they're asking Jack to...
Whoa.
Is he the first musician they've done this with, or did they do this with Rob Zombie already?
I don't remember that. To me, this seems to be the first musician. They've done a lot of television shows.
That's crazy.
TVs and movies.
Yeah, but
in the past.
But no music. Ozzy's widow Sharon and son Jack praised the haunted houses, calling them, quote, a wonderful tribute, end quote.
That's kind of cool because that does open up for like Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
And Rob Zombie.
And bands like that. Guar.
Yeah.
Like bands like that that could do kind of cool things and bring a music aspect to it. That's kind of a great idea.
We should do a show from there.
Ooh, that's a great idea. And then finally, speaking of crazy, eBay and 3 former executives will pay more than $55 million to settle a lawsuit from a Massachusetts couple that was stalked and harassed by employees. You'll remember, like Jimmy said, David and Ina Steiner sued the online marketplace in 2021 after eBay employees started harassing them online and more bizarre behavior like sending them cockroaches.
What was the original complaint? Like, what did they do?
Fly larvae and a bloody pig mask.
Oh, jeez.
Here is their egregious. The campaign began after senior executives felt the couple's newsletter titled E-Commerce Bites, Bites with a Y.
Got it.
So clever, right?
Yeah.
E-Commerce Bites was too critical of the company. I'm thinking they were spot on.
$54 million they have to pay these people. $54 million.
Maybe these guys could get a job in the FWC here in Florida.
Jeez Louise, man.
Gee.
Because a couple's newsletter was too critical of the company. Then they do this?
A company that size, that is, I mean, come on, man. That's like, it seems so ridiculous.
It does.
I mean, when we read the story, I didn't even believe it at first. I was like, who would be that? Oh, God almighty, there they are.
There they are, exactly.
Yeah,
But it's like if one person, you can see one person because the
like a rogue employee just being
Exactly.
a dick. Like, he has to deal with this person on the phone for hours or whatever.
Yeah, and they just snap and they go overboard.
Not
but
this
to
guy.
get a group of people
And 3 executives. It's not like a rogue, like hourly employee. These were executives proving that couple was right.
Yeah.
E-commerce bites. And that concludes your JCS News. eBay.
All right, 407-916. By the way, don't look at the stock market today. It'll make you sad. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Whoa.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Last cigarette, one before I go to bed.
Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for today, it's going to be another hot and humid day. So a heat advisory is in place in Orlando from 11 a.m. through 8 p.m. And that's going to be the time frame of when we'll experience the hottest and most uncomfortable temperatures, which will feel closer to 105 to 110 once we do factor in that humidity. Our actual air temperatures will only make it to the low and middle 90s, the high of 94 in Orlando, with around a 30% chance of a few spotty downpours and thunderstorms. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Pro-Life Across America.
Hi, I'm Angie. Did you know a billboard can save a baby's life? It's true. You can make a difference by helping us spread the pro-life message to reach those who are struggling with an unplanned pregnancy. Please make a gift today. Visit prolifeacrossamerica.org.
Well, summer is coming to a close. No, we're in the middle of it. You know it. The temperature is going to last. It's hot out. You don't want to be outside. Now, the kids may be going back to school in a couple weeks, but it's still summer. And if you want your house painted, now is the time to reach out to Raphael at We Paint Everything, because that is one of the summer projects I had on my list. But I went to WePaintEverything.com, and within 3 days, we went through the consultation part, took me through every step. We picked out the colors, but it was 3 days they were on site, from the soft cleaning, the pressure washing, into repairing the rotted wood, sealing up the house, and then painting it. And now it looks like new. You can have the same experience, but it's not only exterior, it's also interior, rentals, forever homes, big job, little job, even the strange jobs. They got a service for pretty much everything. And they don't just make it look good, they make sure the job is done right, starting with the prep work that most people skip. Make your home look brand new. It's wall and ceiling painting, baseboards, crown molding, soft washing, you name it. You can even get your garage floor done. Drywall, plaster repair. It's WePaintEverything.com. Call today for a free in-home consultation. 407-657-2000. Family-owned company, they'll treat you like family. Over 75 years of painting experience, based locally in Winter Park, but online at wepainteverything.com.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on your favorite team. 2 times the freestyle action. Full send family fun. Coming to Kia Center August 8th and 9th. Brought to you by BKD Tires, Morgan & Morgan, and your local Ford dealers. Tickets on sale now.
Ready to sell your home and make the process as stress-free as possible? Then contact my friends over at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. When you sell your home with the Nickley Group, you've got great options to choose from. Sell your home the way you want to, and that includes their Guaranteed Cash program, where you can get a fair cash offer for your home and get it sold in as little as 14 days. Go to thenickley.com or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Hi, I'm Tanner from Zero Res. We're a locally, family-owned business that's been serving Central Florida for years. Whether it's carpet, tile, upholstery, or air ducts, we're grateful for the opportunity to earn your trust. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
I'm Nick Turturro. You probably know me from NYPD Blue, The Longest Yard, or Spike Lee's Black Klansman. And on my new podcast, Delivering Happiness with Nick Turturro, I deliver pizza to a new guest. I've shared a slice with everyone, from Seth Rollins.
What are you doing with my belt?
To Bill Burr.
I don't think I've ever met somebody so exactly out of their mind.
We even have more great guests coming up, including John Turturro.
It's called Happiness.
Delivering Happiness.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Delivering Happiness with Nick Turturro, and listen now.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Dive into a summer of awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to orcas, belugas, penguins, and more. Take an all-new Arctic adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice, now open. Sing along with Pink Fong's Baby Shark and savor America's best barbecue flavors at Red, White, and Barbecue. On weekends, now through August 23rd. Stay later for the all-new Electric Ocean with nighttime animal shows and an all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Visit 2 days for less than $50 a day. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Oh, when Melbourne Orlando Airport over here expanded, they added a carrier called TUI, T-U-I. Now, TUI serves over 20 destinations in Europe, but we have multiple nonstop flights out of Melbourne Orlando Airport daily. Dublin, Glasgow, Heathrow,
Nice.
Gatwick. I don't know why they don't fly during the winter when it's cold over there. Anyway, though, they're cranking away. Aloha.
Aloha.
Hey, it's Sonia. I used to live in Orlando, and I actually went to Halloween Horror Nights all the time. It was one of my faves. And they have had a music house. It was The Weeknd. So that's the one I know of. I don't know if there's any more or not, but just thought I'd share that.
Thank
anyway,
you.
love you guys so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it so much.
And chat soon.
We
Bye.
love you too. Bye.
By the way, somebody, again, we do have the smartest audience in all of Orlando.
Yeah,
no
we
question.
do.
Alice Cooper, welcome to My Nightmare in 2011-12. Alice Cooper Goes to Hell in 3D in 2012. Black Sabbath, 13 in 3D in 2013. The Weeknd, After Hours Nightmare in 2022. Nightmare Trilogy in 2024. And Ozzy Now. So there have been a number of acts. And somebody said that Rob Zombie also designed one of the houses for Hellbilly Deluxe and for House of a Thousand Corpses, I believe.
Yes.
So there's been a bunch of the music stuff out there. I was just could not think of it at that time.
I know we definitely have listeners who are deeply entrenched into the world of the theme park, specifically Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, I'm not doing wings today, but I am going to do some wings tomorrow, going to lunch with my man Leon Mills at one of the best wing spots in the Altamont area.
Okay.
Are you telling us because we can expect some when you get back?
No, I'm not.
So this is a weird brag? Okay.
No. It's today is National Chicken Wing Day, and I was just kind of do you have a favorite?
I know
'Cause
what he's doing.
We've talked about him before, but I didn't know if you guys had a favorite.
He's before we talk about he's trying to get the drummies out of his system.
So he doesn't drop that in front of Leon.
Exactly.
Could you imagine?
Can you imagine if Jimmy ordered a plate of drummies?
The John Wayne of AC.
I'm going to say it right in front of him. I'm going to make him double take at me. What'd you say, boy? What'd you say, boy?
Because you know he will. You know he will.
What'd you say, boy? Yeah, man. It's Kiwis up in Altamont.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
Really good. Froggers, of course, are faves.
I love Froggers. I love
Froggers kills it for us.
Yeah. Elixir. Those wings.
Elixir's good
Great.
for sure. Papa B's over
Papa
in
B's
Longwood.
is another.
Legendary. Flyers, Wings and Grill in Pine Hills. Legendary. But no, man, it's so funny because back in the day when you said wings, you meant one kind of wing. But now when you have like the wing conversation, you have to throw in these Korean wings. It's like the hot dog thing now.
What's your default sauce? Is it garlic?
Hot garlic with garlic. Just hot garlic. That's
Mine's
it.
medium buffalo.
Yeah. So hot, when I say that, I mean hot buffalo with garlic added to it is my favorite.
Now, Yum Yum Wings over there in Eustis, that's a good time.
So there's another place up there that's supposed to be kind of world famous, and it's the same girl that owns this kolache place. You know what kolachis are? It looks like a donut, but it's full of savory stuff. But you can also do them, and I think it's like an Eastern European kind of thing.
I was going to say, that sounds like a Polish dish.
Yeah. So, but they have savory ones. They have sweet ones filled with different stuff, like apple. The one with apple pie filling is absolutely out of this world. But they're connected to a wing place. It's like right across the street up there. That's supposed to be like, that's their thing is wings.
There are so many foods you're not allowed to eat anymore.
Yeah, I know. Everything I just mentioned.
Except wings.
No.
So
Thing
can
is,
you have wings?
I can have wings, but I can't have fries because wings will go into that whole triglyceride thing that I'm rolling with right now a little bit.
Right.
So I can have I can have the wings, but I'm going to have just like celery and carrots with it. The American way.
But, at least
Did you hear the gun cocking?
At least you'll be able to dip them in lots of ranch and blue cheese.
Nope. But I am.
God, it sucks to be you.
Because I'm a rebel. I'm a food rebel. But Domu has those really crispy Korean wings with that crazy semi-spicy sweet sour sauce on top. God almighty, dude. God almighty, dude.
Why are you making it so much harder on yourself today? How are those beans and rice helping you out there?
God almighty, dude.
Beans and rice are good.
Yeah.
You need a protein, though.
I would eat a live sea turtle right now.
Hey.
I see one right there on the screen. I almost went at it.
Now, can you have
so
pork and
hungry.
beans? Can you have pork and beans with your wings?
Pork and beans?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a side that you can have. that
You just said that I would have wings with baked beans, like pork and beans? What is wrong with you? Why would you even say that? What would you say that?
I think you went for beans and rice to pork and beans.
Why would you say, hey, you can have some, with those wings, you're going to have a 1,000-year-old egg? Like one of those things they bury in the ground in China and go dig it up like 5 generations later and eat it?
I mean,
Stink so bad wild animals won't touch it, but yet humans bum rush the joint? Have you guys heard that stinky tofu thing? Have you seen that? I got to do that for a what'd you do that's new next time.
No. What?
It's so they take this tofu and they put it into a cooler, right? And then they fill the cooler up with vegetation. Just all kinds of stuff. And
a compost heap?
Almost like a compost heap. And then they tape it shut and they let it sit for months.
I hate this already.
Listen, and as the food rots and breaks down, it flavors the tofu. And if you go watch, remember that guy Andrew Zimmer?
Yeah.
Zimmern or whatever his name is?
If it wasn't phallic, he didn't want it in his mouth.
This is, if I remember right, this is one of the only foods that he could not eat.
Bizarre foods, right?
He could not get it close to his face. It smelled so bad. And then they pan over, and there's this little 11-year-old Asian girl who can't get it into her mouth fast enough. I just literally fast feeding it into her mouth with chopsticks.
You know something is nasty to begin with when putting it in a compost heap apparently makes it better.
I'm serious, man. They do. You know, the egg thing I'm talking about is true, right? It's called a 100-year-old egg or something like that, but they bury it in the ground and it turns like this black color, and then they dig it out and they serve it. It is supposed to be one of the most putrid things you could ever smell, and they can't stop eating it.
Well, we found a way to suppress appetite.
Yes, exactly.
All right, 407-916-1041, text 77031. Got another keyword for you at the top of the hour, and Animal House is next as well.
Real Radio has your chance to help students and teachers as they prepare for the new school year. Details at realradio.fm/events.
I-4 eastbound past State Road 434. That crash has been moved off to the shoulder. All lanes are starting to get by. There's still some stop and go. Traffic's backed up from Altamont Drive. There's a crash blocking all lanes westbound on Colonial Drive at State Road 520. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. And now, a no-frills ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned, straightforward ad. See if you could save at Progressive.com.
Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills at the Kia Center in downtown Orlando for 3 shows Saturday, August 8th and 9th. Get ready for the event that'll change everything you thought you knew about freestyle. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. It's an adrenaline rush you can only experience live. Real Radio has your hookup to win tickets. Download our free iHeartRadio app, make us your #1 preset, and then click the contest link to enter to win. Get more info at realradio.fm.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Need a boost for your business? B2B Funding helps business owners access flexible funding from $5,000 to $1 million. If you've been in business for at least 3 months, you may qualify. The process is easy, approval is fast, and funds can be deposited in as little as 48 hours. Whether you need working capital, inventory, equipment, or cash flow support, B2B Funding is here to help.
Apply, grow, get. B2Bfunding.net.
Apply, grow, get funded now. Visit B2Bfunding.net today. That's B2Bfunding.net.
Think you're not the suing type? But you aren't at fault. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much.
With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
Your loan is important to us. Please hold. You could be approved in days.
Not at Emscott. Just walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info, and walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Emscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. Parents, before you buy your student's mattress online, consider this. At OMF, we offer the same convenience, but with major advantages. You can actually try our mattresses before buying, crucial for your student's comfort. You'll know exactly where your mattress comes from, right here in our local factory. By supporting the Original Mattress Factory, you're investing in our community. And here's the kicker. You'll pay less than you would online. Quality sleep, local support, and better prices. OriginalMattress.com.
Summer is here, and if you want that fresh look that keeps you cool all season long, it's time to check out Hammer & Nails Grooming for Guys. Real Radio listeners, you mentioned my name, C Lane, and get a $20 credit towards your first visit. But that's this month only, so book now at HammerandNailsGrooming.com. Hammer & Nails, total man care starts here.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Jimmy, I just opened a bag of chips, and I'm about to crack me an ice-cold soda.
You son of
Man, I tell you what, nothing more refreshing than a cold, ice-cold soda.
God almighty.
Anyways, I thought I'd share that with you.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much, pal.
Did you feel the love?
God. I was too busy fantasizing about the Pepsi he was talking about. Dollar, by the way, that is your 4 o'clock keyword, DOLLAR. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at 1,000 of those dollars. Dollar's the word, guys. Remember, playing the game, phone up, phone on, and answer it when it rings. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Check is here.
Hi.
Let's do Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you how you can get in touch with that teddy bear of a man. But now, please join me in welcoming for the first time ever, Tam Marshall, president of the board for Save a Life Pet Rescue. Yay! And her gorgeous, less than 1 year old German Shepherd puppy named Liberty.
He is an absolute stone cold killer.
He is. Tam, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
I've listened to you guys for so long.
Have you really?
I
that's
really
wild.
have. Most of the day.
That's
actually.
great. Thank
I
you.
have 104 on, so I'm so happy to be
that's
here.
awesome, man. Thanks for supporting us. We appreciate that very much. Glad we could reach out a hand and help a little bit.
Absolutely. So I'm here to talk about Save a Life Pet Rescue. We're celebrating 20 years and over 30,000 pups saved. Liberty's just one of them. He's very special. Most of our pups are coming from somewhere in the southeast, high kill shelters, low socioeconomic areas.
Right.
And we help coordinate with those shelters to transport, provide medical care for those animals. And then we get them vaccinated and fixed and adopted out right here in Oviedo.
So I know generally we're trying to train Liberty not to be a kangaroo.
Yeah, he likes to jump.
Could we get him to maybe jump up on your chair or your lap just so that the audience can see what he looks like? Because he is... I've had a German Shepherd. They are a great breed of dog. They're very smart.
Yeah, my wife loves them.
Oh, they
Loves
are.
them.
And he's got such a great personality.
Yeah.
I'll bring in the animal cage.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jack. So Liberty does have a very special story in it, and it's kind of sad. You can see there's a little bit of a fur missing on his neck. Jack is going to show us that in a little bit, but what's the story behind that?
Sure. I'm really glad it doesn't look like it's going to scar very badly, but he was turned into a shelter in Alabama. And he had, when he was surrendered, 2 embedded collars and a chain around his neck. And we did post on our social media some pictures with, a warning, because it is a little graphic. But you can see how quickly he's healed. Hey, buddy. He's healed up. Here's a jump back.
So he knows he's a good dog. He knew to bite Jack immediately.
He is so sweet.
He's
so
sweet.
smart. Spending just a little time with him, he's learned a lot. He does sit, stay. He knows the command. It just needs to be flesh.
Yeah. Well, he's excited, man. A lot of new smells, right?
Oh, lots.
And not only that, so 2 embedded collars and a chain, and he's not even a year old. Not even a year old.
Now, I have to ask, because we deal with a lot of shelters and stuff. We try to help as much as we possibly can. Yeah. Is the process of adopting an animal from your rescue different than any other because of the past of the dogs? Or are there special, if I were to go and try to adopt Liberty there, are there going to be special requirements for me because of his past or anything?
Oh, yeah. They're going to want to do a home visit with you.
Yeah. We're going to want to do the right match for sure. So, Liberty's going to need some sort of engaging family. So he's not one that's going to be a couch potato. He needs to have his brain engaged. Regular walks really help. He needs to think. And that would be a great match for him.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just throw him out in the backyard. And that's probably what happened is someone got a beautiful German Shepherd and this is a lot, or I get busy, or things happen.
Right.
And people just don't know better. And so they're like, he wants to be outside. I don't have a fence. Let me just use this long chain. And before you know it, he's jumping up and down. And now we got a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And that is part of making the good match, right? Is realizing that, like Jimmy, you said your wife had bred German Shepherds. So if you've had a German Shepherd, you know that they get bored easily because they are so smart. And when they get bored, that's when they can get destructive.
That's right.
So do you invite families to come and spend time with the dogs before you adopt them out? Like Jimmy was saying, what is your process like?
So online, we post all the available dogs. And that way a lot of people show up to Oviedo, where our suite is in the Oviedo Marketplace Mall. Fridays and Saturdays, we do adoptions. We're trying to work to offering adoptions more days during the week. But we're so strongly volunteer-based. You have to have enough people to help coordinate all of that, of course.
Money and volunteers, the one thing.
Always.
Yeah, the one thing you're in short supply of.
Yes, always. So they come in and they sign up. to adopt that day. We let everyone kind of have 5 minutes to walk around and meet the pups. And then we have a list coordinated, and we do go in order. I'm going to let him off the leash so you guys
Yeah,
can
go
play a
ahead.
little bit.
Jack's there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
just let him run through the building a little bit, Jack.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
The sales reps in a little livening.
Exactly. Make sure they're paying attention.
He's loving all this attention, and he deserved it.
Yes, he does.
He's responding very nicely. So we go down the list, and families get the opportunity to spend time with the dog that they think they want to adopt, and then, of course, make the decision. And then from there, it's a little bit of paperwork and a donation, and you're done.
So where can folks see the photos at Save a Life Pet Rescue?
SaveALifePetRescue.org. So
Okay.
online.
Yeah, I'm there right now.
Oh, very good. And we have, social media, Facebook and whatnot as well. We do post a lot to Pet Finder too, so you can see them posted there. And come and visit.
And you guys have a lot of like wired-haired terriers. You have some lab mixes here. Matter of fact, you have a Spanish Spaniel and black-mouthed cur. You have, let's see.
We have a lot.
You do. You have a lot. And a good mix of male and female as well. And a lot of these are puppies.
Yes.
You also have a couple of senior dogs, which is kind of great. You do have a span of animals for anybody looking for any scenario,
Yes, so it's really sad. We're kind of niche with puppies in particular because these high kill shelters in the southeast, predominantly northern Florida, Georgia, and Alabama, is where we're pulling them out of.
The triumvirate.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. And a lot of the puppies get euthanized at these shelters.
Yeah.
Puppies, they're usually the first to get adopted.
But there's so many.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no Bob Barker anymore to tell
Right.
people to get their pets fixed, spayed and neutered. And so they're just inundated. And unfortunately, animal control has to manage disease and population. So that's part of the reason we've partnered with them. We have a great pilot that we partnered with that helps fly the puppies for us. So
that's cool.
We coordinate drivers too, but
Sure.
the puppy flights are really cool. So once a week, he helps us go rescue puppies
Wow,
and
that's
bring them
crazy.
back.
that is
That's
so awesome.
I mean, you got a little wired-haired dachshund here that's a cute little animal, Harry.
Yeah.
He's a cutie there. I mean,
His name is Harry?
Yeah, his name is Harry.
We have fun with the names.
Yeah.
You
Forgive
have
us.
to, right? No, not at all.
You have a pointer and lab retriever mix that looks like a cow, like the brown and white cows, and his name is Mayo. And actually, they have mayonnaise, but I'm going to call him Mayo for short.
Hello, Liberty.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a testament to dogs' resilience that someone like Liberty could be dumped the way he was. Somebody did text us at 77031 wondering if did his previous owner face any charges for the way he was kept, or
No, that's a challenge because the person who came in understood that he needed help. So they
Right.
were reaching out and trying to provide help. And that was with that shelter. And then the shelter called us because they knew that we had the ability and the resources and the medical knowledge to be able to rehab them.
and going after them criminally would then make the next person maybe not so likely to call a
Exactly.
shelter, but rather just release the animal into the wild and hope for the best.
Right.
This dog is a freaking sweetheart.
He is.
Isn't he
Like,
amazing?
he is an absolute sweetheart.
He really, really
and
is.
look, man, shepherds are usually manic AF, and he has youth energy for sure.
Yeah.
But this
Oh,
is
he'll be great when he chills.
he is the sweetest young man ever. He is such a good boy.
Yes.
He is a great boy.
Wow, man.
So Fridays and Saturdays at the Oviedo Mall, just look for Save a Light Pet Rescue.
That's
and,
right.
and of course, every time Jack does his commercial for Core Flooring, Corey,
Yes.
as well as Jimmy talking about having work done in his house with Corey, we love the fact that when we read a commercial, we also give folks the opportunity to know that, hiring that business is also going to support a no-kill shelter.
That's right. I've really appreciated Corey at Core Flooring. He's been awesome and very supportive. And we actually are planning an event November 21st to celebrate our 20 years. And we're kicking off a capital campaign for our own shelter. We have the land in Sanford. And at the Oviedo Mall, November 21st, from 11 to 3, we're going to have a big celebration with adoptable pets and vendors and food trucks. And oh my, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Now, can folks contribute to that capital fund on your website, Save a Light,
Yes.
SaveALifePetRescue.org?
Yes, absolutely. We have a building. We're working on finalizing our permits for that building, and then yes, we're fundraising, of
So
course.
what we'll do then is we'll make sure we have you back before that November 20th or 21st?
21st.
So before the 21st of November, we'll have you back for Animal House that you can remind folks again that the event is coming up, maybe bringing a pet home for the the holidays. You know,
Yes.
the family's ready. You've been talking about it, and you've been on the website and saw a lot of really great options for you and your family. Tam, we can't thank you enough for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Oh, this
Thank you
thing.
for introducing us to Lucky.
You're in trouble.
This thing is crazy.
You know, it kind of
He's
makes
so
me wonder,
sweet.
is your wife listening? Do you think she would tell you to bring him home? I mean,
know
she
what she'd
does
do if I
love
brought
German
this thing home.
Shepherds.
Yeah, she does. If I brought that thing home, I'd get killed. He is so cute, though. I got to tell you straight up. If we didn't have 3 in the house already, I'd be taking him with me. He is beautiful.
He is beautiful.
Seriously beautiful. Did we go over cost, by the way, yet?
No, not yet.
Our adoption donation fee is $420.
Okay.
So that seems to cover the cost of the vaccines and the fixing, and in our case, there's added medical care here, but
Right.
you know the adoption fee is the same across the
Sure
board.
thing.
So
Yeah,
we want
gotcha.
to find the right match for him.
Absolutely.
Because he's got a great personality, less than a year old. Could be looking at a long and happy life with a boy who's going to get a lot bigger.
Oh, I think so.
Put your hands together for Tam and
Wow.
Lucky. Yay!
Great job today.
Yeah, thank you, Tam. I'll be posting the Animal House podcast in just a couple of minutes. So if folks missed any of the information about Lucky, your organization, or the upcoming event, they'll be able to access that. In the meantime, you know that Animal House is always brought to you by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. So you've been in any kind of an accident, it could be car, truck, motorcycle, even a slip and fall. Here's why you need to call Glenn, because Glenn is going to handle your case. He's not going to pass it off to a caseworker. Glenn is going to handle your case so much so that he's going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. He truly is an animal lover and truly is a friend of the show. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, give him a call at 407-917-1718 or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMANlaw.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. That's how you call us. Text us easily at 77031. Don't forget your 4 o'clock keyword is dollar. That's DOLLAR. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
okay. It works, but are you like, are you into sex a lot? Are you sexually aroused a lot? Do you want to do it a lot?
Why you want to take me to dinner first?
I know.
I know. I'm just saying, like
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
2 left lanes are blocked on I-4 westbound past Sand Lake Road. There's a crash blocking all lanes westbound on State Road 50 at State Road 520. Use Fort Christmas Road as an alternate route. I-4 eastbound still stop and go due to that accident off to the shoulder near State Road 434. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Still sleeping on that old bed? Mattress Firm's sleep experts can help you choose the perfect upgrade. They'll guide you every step, answering your questions. Shop today and save big during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
250 years. That's how long America has stood for freedom, strength, and the pride of building something that lasts. At Renewal by Anderson, they believe your home should stand for the same thing. So to honor America's 250th anniversary, Central Florida homeowners get $250 off every window and door this month only. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. With American craftsmanship, expert installation, and their unmatched signature service, Renewal by Anderson delivers the strength, quality, and pride your home deserves. 250 years of America means $250 off every window and door in your replacement project. But this is a limited time offer for Central Florida homeowners. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation. Or better yet, stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park and see these beautiful products for yourself. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
Hey, got a special deal. You know I like sniffing out the good deals. And if you've been putting off an oil change, I've been there where it's like, oh, now's about the time. And, I'll get around to it. Next thing you know, a few 100 miles pass and then a few 1,000 miles pass. You need to get it done. And if you are in the Daytona Beach area, there is no better time to hit the brand new Valvoline Instant Oil Change in Daytona Beach. You're getting 50% off oil changes. This is for a limited time, only at this location, half off, no appointment needed. You can drive in today and save. It's 50% off at the Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 2081 LPGA Boulevard, just east of Williamson. For other Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations and coupons, go online to VIOC.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile, proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Get that. This is my song feeling. Only at Metro.
There once was a Metro. Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
Dive into a summer of awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to orcas, belugas, penguins, and more. Take an all-new Arctic adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice, now open. Sing along with Pink Fong's Baby Shark and savor America's best barbecue flavors at Red, White, and Barbecue on weekends now through August 23rd. Stay later for the all-new Electric Ocean with nighttime animal shows and an all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Visit 2 days for less than $50 a day. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with Renewal by Andersen and get $250 off every window and door. Plus, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. With Renewal by Andersen, you're getting American craftsmanship, expert installation, and signature service. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free design consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Steel is the #1 brand in gas-powered landscaping equipment, and you can find it at your local Tools Ace Hardware. From homeowner to pro, Steel has the perfect zero-turn mower for your landscaping need. Get 0% financing plus instant rebates on select Steel mowers and on additional Steel tools. Select Steel zero-turn mowers are currently up to $14,000 off. And don't forget, Tools Ace Hardware has trained techs in their stores ready to service and repair your Steel equipment. Steel zero-turn mowers are available in-store at 14 Tools Ace Hardware locations. Find your tools today at toolsacehardware.com. Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
I'm Nick Turturro. You probably know me from NYPD Blue, The Longest Yard, or Spike Lee's Black Klansman. And on my new podcast, Delivering Happiness with Nick Turturro, I deliver pizza to a new guest. I've shared a slice with everyone, from Seth Rollins.
What are you doing with my belt?
To Bill Burr.
I don't think I've ever met somebody so exactly out of their mind.
We even have more great guests coming up, including John Turturro.
It's called happiness. Delivering happiness.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Delivering Happiness with Nick Turturro, and listen now.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Our call with Scott Maxwell is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. You know, it's not just home loans. That Mortgage Guy Don also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans too. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, That Mortgage Guy Don has your back with over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. You can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Okay, Jim, I know what it's going to sound like, and you've been getting a lot of stuff about switching to the zero sugar version and everything. And yes, it does taste disgusting at first, but if you can force yourself through it for 3 days, you will prefer the taste of it to the regular stuff. I've done it, so I know. Trust me, you can still drink your Pepsi, but not have that sugar intake if you switch to zero. You just got to get through the first 3 days, man. Trust me.
All right, buddy. I'm trying. I appreciate the inspiration, buddy. Thank you. Your 4 o'clock keyword is dollar, DOLLAR. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at 1,000 of those dollars. Good luck as we hope you win. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
Every Wednesday around this time, we invite our good friend from the Orlando Sentinel to drop by. You can read his columns Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We love him. You will as well. Give it up good and loud for Mr. Scott Maxwell.
You know, before we get to any real news, can I just tell you that I have a very strong take on the topic you've been discussing with zero sodas. I believe that Dr. Pepper Zero is the best soda that has ever been made.
Really?
I'll die on that hill.
Even against it's the regular Dr. Pepper?
Even better than regular Dr.
God,
Pepper.
really? Okay, so I told the story yesterday. I had a friend that when he would, and we are both cruise fans. I had a friend that every cruise he went on, when he would call in advance to find out if that cruise line carried Diet Dr. Pepper, and if they did not, he would literally bring 2 cases of Diet Dr. Pepper onto the cruise with him.
Now, according to my wife, the healthcare professional, there's a solid chance that we're giving ourselves third nipples and making our balls shrink by drinking all this stuff. But and I think it triggers things in your body that tells you to store fat, which I do not need. But yeah, it tastes good and there's no calories.
Well, and the funny thing is like I think the misconception is that I sit and sip on one all day long, or I have a couple. My wife actually asked me last night. She goes, "Well, how many do you drink?"
Oh boy!
And I said, usually one full in a day, but that's enough. That's like 70 grams of sugar. It's 220 empty calories, and I usually just drink it with food. Like last night, I had that Pepsi Zero with my dinner, and it actually worked out just fine. So we'll see how it goes. But
you mean one regular bottle, not a 2-liter?
No, yeah, just a regular 20-ounce bottle. But even last night, I just poured a little bit into like a whiskey glass, and that's what I had. So even with that, I'm trying to maintain my intake. But it is really hard, dude. Like I'm right now on this show is my worst craving moment. Because sometimes when I would get one on the show, I'd always have it over here in my Yeti with that perfect ice we have here. And my God almighty, dude, it's like crack.
Jim, I'm really leaning more into the fact that we're getting to the age that if you have something that makes you happy, man.
No, I'm not, buddy. Listen, I am not far from that, but I need to make it about 3 more years. 3 more years. I need to have 3 years of misery, and I'm going to blow it out going out of here.
I don't want to get too sappy about this, but this is part of the reason why my wife and I, we've taken to traveling like every other weekend, because we've just had too many friends who they're like, yeah, we're going to do it all once we retire. And then freaking brain tumor comes, or they get, I mean, I just think, you got to live. I'm not being, stupid about health stuff, but I do believe in seize of the day. Carpe diem.
Yeah, carpe diem for sure. All right, buddy, I read your column today, and man, it was a dandy. I can only imagine the comments from this column.
Yeah, I have written a lot of about a lot of hot topics: abortion, religion, the death penalty,
politics.
Few things generate more response than when I write, apparently once every 10 years, about dog crap. And the debate is whether it's okay to put a bag of your dog's poop into somebody else's trash can. And I want to start from the premise that the fact that this was even a debate kind of blew my mind. I mean, I figured that we live in a society with very few universal truths. And one of those truths is that you do not take a bag of unsolicited fecal matter over to somebody else's house. But I quickly came to learn that a lot of people have no problem with it, and a lot of people have no problem receiving it. And the most horrific thing I learned was that I was married to one of the people who didn't think it was a problem. We had, at this point in time, Jim, 2 children, 20 years of marriage, and I found out I was married to a dog do person. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to continue. We've worked at this. We've got, some therapy. We've talked it out. Last month, we celebrated our 30th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations.
But when I say this is divisive and that people have strong feelings, I have gotten emails and responses from CEOs, judges, from pastors plural, by the way, not just one. And this is something that crosses party lines. It's not like Republicans are on one side, Democrats. People have very strong takes. So I guess I'm curious what you guys think.
Well, I want to ask real quick. Majority of the people who contact you regarding this, are they okay with putting your dog's fecal matter in someone else's trash can as you walk your dog?
I think you all are running a poll. I'm right.
It's our question of the day right now.
I'm curious to know what they say. From my anecdotal response, I would say that it's pretty evenly split. And but I will say that the no's are a lot more vehement.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really chill people. There's a lot of people who do not have dogs who are like, what do I care?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Bring all the crap you want over. But the real thing that people get upset about, and I think I'm on their team, this is when people put dog doo in their trash can after the trash has been picked up.
There you go.
So it sits around for a week, festering like some kind of poop stew in Florida's heat.
Well, not only that, then it gets smushed to the bottom of your can, which makes it even harder for the automatic, for them to shake it out.
Yeah. Now, I do have a question. I want to kind of put some parameters on this.
Okay.
I do agree that putting your dog's fecal matter in somebody else's trash can as it's empty is probably a bit gauche, right? Probably a bit classless, but I think the size of the dog matters.
And I was going to ask you about this because I know, Jim, you had a gigantic dog, and they usually make gigantic.
I had a 200-pound bull mastiff, and his stools were as big as the dog that I own now.
So they cast a shadow.
You get the feeling this one could have just walked itself to the trash can. I mean, it was like legitimate. You could literally see it bearing my shoulder down as I'm carrying it like a bag of concrete. You have to pick that one up. Because let me tell you what. I mean, a kid could get hurt on that one.
I hear an automatic excuse you're trying to make for not picking up the doo-doo of your little dog.
But I will tell you a story.
Did you hear that? That's
true.
what I heard.
Hold on, let me be honest.
You already were honest. You just weren't
vulnerable.
Right before you shut it. Right before we moved out to Eustis, we had to live in an Airbnb in Sanford, right? And it was a part of it. And the Airbnb was basically half of a duplex, and there was a number of these in a row. So the road was like you parked on the road. It was the road. It wasn't like a driveway. It didn't really have that. That was in back. So Sanford and some areas had these access roads that run behind the properties, and that's where they put their trash cans out. And that's where I was walking my dog. So my little bitty dog would drop her little nuggets, and I would pick it up, and I would just put it in the can that was near me at the time.
Okay, but you didn't leave it in the street for it to end up in this stormwater drains.
And I never put my dog's doo-doo in a can that didn't have anything in it.
Okay, that's fair.
Also,
I did put it in Jack's mailbox once.
One time, but I knew it was you. You have to knot the bag. You have to tie a knot in the bag. You can't just
do not just toss
Jimmy.
it in there.
See, I think that makes. Seriously, I think that makes a difference. Think, for instance, about a newspaper bag. Those are the flimsiest bags out there. I don't think that's good enough. I think that's going to leak everywhere. And you talked about poo in your mailbox, Jim. I have received email, including another one today, from more than one person who said that they left their dog doo in somebody else's trash can, and the next day, that same bag of dog doo was on their front stoop.
Oh, really?
Was it on fire?
They figured it out, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did figure. And by the way, when I talk about people taking this serious, the reason this got back on my radar was it was a member of the city council, of Orlando City Council, who sent me a video, while I was eating lunch, by the way, of the smushed bag of poop that he found in 100 degree at the bottom of the trash can. So, but let me tell you something else. Like I say, I really do like Donald Trump. I believe there are good people on both sides of this debate. My wife was there, but I went ahead and checked the actual municipal ordinances, the statutes of stool, if you will, on this, and talked with the city. And the city says it is completely allowed. One of the things the city reminds you is that you don't own your trash can. The city owns the trash can. Now, as long as it's in the right of way, from a letter of the law thing, it doesn't matter where the trash can's empty or full, you're allowed to do it. But just because the trash can is city owned does not give you the right to go trespass onto somebody's property.
Right.
To put your good there.
And by the way, that is not the case in Lake County. I think in Lake County we get one free trash can, but you have to buy every other one, right?
We only need the 2.
Yeah, we have 2, but I know that
I think you're paying for it, but they still own it.
Yeah, maybe so. But look, if I add one though, like because I have a recycling trash can and then I have a trash can. The trash can is bigger than the recycling one, and if we wanted to add one of the trash cans, it's like $120. It's no joke.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I also sympathize with people. I've heard people talk about experiences with their trash can that led to PTSD. And about a month or two ago, I had thrown out some garbage and it had some raw chicken, and I put it out there way too. Oh my God, it was teeming with maggots.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And let me tell you, you only do that once, and that never gets out of your head.
Yeah.
And dog poop's got a little more going on than chicken.
Yeah. I had to cut a spine out of a chicken the other day because I spatchcocked it on my big green egg, and that's the whole idea: is you cut the spine out of it. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, your face looks horrified.
Yeah.
But you do that.
You just used a word that made me Beavis and Butthead.
Notice I stayed quiet.
So you break the breastbone and then you spatchcock it, which means you cut the spine out and you spread it out flat so it cooks more evenly, right? Lays out. But I threw that spine just in the trash, thinking to myself, I'm going to be taking that in a couple days anyway. No problem. My wife walks into the house yesterday. She's got one of those what do they call it? Bloodhound noses. And the instant the door opened, she goes, God, what is that? And then I got a sniff of it because my nose isn't as good. And I was like, I know what that is.
Let me get rid of that.
Who in the hell would throw a raw chicken spine in the trash can in the kitchen?
Yeah. So for the people complaining about people leaving their dog waste in their can, they don't even see the benefit of not having it left on their lawn?
No.
But because it is, I'd much prefer it in the can than on my lawn.
I think those people would tell you no and no.
Right.
That both of those things are not okay. But yeah, and that's another thing the city says. The city says, like, we're all for people disposing of it in the trash can because when poop is left on the grass, it goes into the storm drains, which goes into the lakes, which gets into your water system. So yeah, absolutely. And I got to stress, there are a lot of people who are completely okay with this. Both receiving and getting. Now, I've also heard stories of people scooping up their dog's poop and walking past their own trash can to put it in the neighbor's trash can.
Now, that's a D-bag move.
Yeah.
Now,
that's not good.
And again, when I lived out in Geneva, when my big dog was still there, I mean, I played a video game. He would go in the yard, and I wouldn't pick it up. I would just blast it with a water hose until it was gone. Is that not the way you're supposed to do it?
No, because then
I think we end up drinking that. Thank you for that. But also, you're probably when you were in Geneva, not when you weren't walking to a neighbor's trash can because that was like a 5K.
And you get shot out there. I mean, you would literally get shot out there.
Tell me what you think about this maneuver. I do this on the midweek pickup because if I only have one bag of trash, I don't want to let it sit there. I don't want to pull the whole can to the curb for one bag. I will take it and put it in my neighbor's can.
Buddy.
That's already at the curb.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And I justify that by doing the trash guy a favor because they only have to deal with one can instead of two.
No, then you should take in your neighbor's garbage can.
I didn't know that was a thing until today when a guy told me that he never uses his own trash can, that he only uses his neighbor's trash can, including for his dog's poop. And this person is a former mayor.
Oh my God almighty. How is Glenda? How is Glenda? I haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, that's horrible. And my God almighty.
Wow.
He says what Jack says. He says they're doing the garbage people a solid by giving them one less trash can, and his neighbor's okay with it. So I guess.
Yeah, man, I understand what Jack is saying for sure. I would feel, man, I don't know how I would feel about myself getting caught on some kind of Ring camera taking my garbage to somebody else's garbage can. Like, that seems so violent. It seems like a violation.
I found a way to repay it with never having a conversation with my neighbor about it. at least once, maybe, every couple of weeks, I will bring in his garbage can when it's empty.
Oh, yeah.
There you
All
go. That's okay.
I feel like it's
You're
comparable.
paying
there.
it forward a little bit.
There's a lot of other nuances. One of the things that the Orlando councilman who sent me the poo video, one of his neighbors actually contacted me to say that one of the reasons he thought it was so bad was that this guy actually lives directly across the street from a park where there is a trash can. So this kind of seems like a political hate crime at this point. If you're making special.
So, Scott, since you investigated the legal aspects of this, it's a city-owned can. On the easement, it's legal to put stuff in there. Is it legal to take stuff out?
Yeah, I think anything in the public right of way.
You could go through someone's garbage can if it's on the curb.
Okay, so I know this for a fact, and I'll tell you why. Because there was a story one time about a person who put their cans out there. But some cities will pick up stuff you just lay around your cans.
Yeah.
Seminole County happens to be one of those counties. When I was out in Geneva, if I had extra boxes or whatever, I could put my trash cans out there. But I could also just pile that stuff up, and they would take it. They will not do that in Lake County.
Nope.
If it's not inside the can, they will not take it in Lake County. But in other counties, if it's sitting out by the curb, it's considered abandoned. So you can take it whatever you want. You could literally dump their trash can out into your car and take it. It wouldn't matter. That's considered abandoned material. And the reason why is it came up for a bicycle. The person pushed the bicycle out there by accident. They thought it was a trash bike. It was the other bike. The guy takes the bike, and the guy gets really mad. The bike was taken. He goes, well, you abandoned the bike. You're going to throw it away. What's the big deal? And that's it.
I know someone who picked up an unopened box of taco shells that had been put out at the trash and served them to his family.
Yeah, where do you live? Who do you know?
Wow.
I thought you were supposed to be
Not
a
even
guy
Jack Bradshaw would do that.
I thought you were supposed to be respected. Who are these people that you hang out with, Scott?
Well, it could have been just a reader. Wait, is it someone you know?
No. This is a guy. He clearly said he knew.
Is this just between us?
Yes.
No one else is listening.
Okay, yeah.
It's my brother.
Oh, come on.
Oh, dude.
and the way I found out was because his children said, you know what Dad served us last night?
Oh, my God, dude. Loan him some money. Come on, Maxwell. Loan him some money.
He's got money. He's got money but doesn't want to spend it.
You get that newspaper money. Give him some money. Give that guy some Taco Shell cash. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I read
Anyway,
today's column, had a good laugh, buddy. It's really well written. If you want to check it out, OrlandoSentinel.com. Like all the columns Scott reads, they're great, well written, fun. Got a great writing style that kind of brings you into what he's talking about. Doesn't try to overboard you with journalist words. It's always fun. And I read the piece today and just smiled the entire time. It was great.
Well, I decided we needed a break from the politics, and I am doing an overly boring column for this Sunday.
Yeah.
It is my 25 years. I'm bringing my 25 years of experience on why Orange County is nuts to spend another $540 million expanding a convention center that is already 7 million square feet. I'll just leave you this one last fact. I went and added up to people. You say 7 million square feet. What does that mean? That is more space than the Florida Mall, the Mall at Millennia, the Altamont Mall, the Kia Center, all 24 stories of the Orange County Courthouse combined, and then you still have enough room for 5 Orlando Science Centers.
Damn, man.
That's how much space we have, and they want to add more.
Wow. You guys get up good line. Mr. Scott Maxwell. There he is. All right, buddy, be good. It's always good talking to you. Have a good weekend, man.
All right. Take care, guys.
You got it, man. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Robots don't overshare. We do. Perhaps a little too often. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Wednesday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we are going to be expecting another steamy, hot, and humid day. Temperatures will be soaring into the mid-90s, with a high of 94 today in Orlando, but it will feel closer to a range of around 105 to as hot as 110. And that's why we have a heat advisory in place, because it is going to be so steamy outside. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself and staying healthy and hydrated. Shower and storm chances, few and far between. Only a 30% chance this afternoon and evening. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by OUC.
With OUC rebates, you can upgrade your home with energy or water-saving improvements and get money back. From AC systems to irrigation updates, long-term savings start here. Don't just go green, get green. Visit OUC.com/getgreen.
Guys, you know that I have bought and rebuilt a number of homes in my life as one of the things our family did for a while. But I can tell you, man, in all those times, there were two things we did not mess with. We didn't mess with power, and we never mess with plumbing. And the reason why is when you make a mistake there, it could really cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And that's why it's always good to have a really good, reputable plumbing company on call. And for me, it's easy. It's Modern Plumbing Industries. These guys are the absolute best. You will not have a better experience with any company out there, and they will go above and beyond. I tell the story about buying a house from the 50s. I had 2 sinks I really wanted to keep in my master bedroom. The problem is they don't make the hardware to really make those sinks work anymore. Modern Plumbing said, no problem, hold my beer. They went back to their shop and built the pieces I needed and didn't charge me even one extra nickel. These guys are awesome. All plumbing issues, gas, water heaters, leaks. When you book your appointment, please mention the Jim Colbert Show. Take advantage of that $50 discount, and you can always call for 24-hour service, 407-327-6000, or visit them online easily at modernpi.com.
What if we told you Matt Damon was screaming on set to get his voice weather worn for The Odyssey? From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast has the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
Well, you know it. You live in Florida. You are aware that hurricane season is here, but is your home fully ready? Well, with Solar Source, you get more than just energy savings, which is great, by the way. You also get strength that you can trust. As Florida's oldest solar provider since 1984, Solar Source design systems built to withstand Florida's toughest storms. And if you already have a solar and maybe it's not working up to speed, they have an expert service team that can repair any system, no matter who installed it, and get it performing like new. They are trusted by over 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, plus NASA, Disney, Legoland. Go online. It's solarsource.com. Unlock exclusive savings. Do it today. Solar Source. Power you can rely on, even when the storm hits.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
This is Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. Monster Jam trucks team up with FMX bikes for the ultimate freestyle experience. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the teams, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks and bikes up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Plus, a valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Kia Center August 8th and 9th. Visit monsterjam.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry, wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's Guaranteed Offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The Guaranteed Offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our Guaranteed Offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at theNickLeeGroup.com.
Radio 104.1.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing? Search gym members and join our group.
Hey everybody, I'm Swilly. So I'll start by saying I don't have a dog. I used to have a dog. But I have principles. And my hard take on the dog poop thing is the dog is your responsibility, its waste is your responsibility, and it belongs in your garbage can, not anyone else's. And I won't be taking questions. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
Thanks, Swilly. Appreciate that. Swilly, the level-headed one of the bunch.
He is. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Swilly, I feel, is the dad of that group. Good job, Swilly. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. You do have a few minutes for your keyword dollar, DOLLAR. We will have a freshie at the top of the hour.
Freshie.
The soda topic from yesterday that carried over into today generates a lot of feedback. I have more talkbacks upcoming this afternoon with advice for you.
About the soda thing?
Yes.
I will tell you, though, and all, I mean, obviously we are having fun with it, and it's true. But, you know, when I'm telling you guys, I mean, that I have a problem with this, I'm not, this is not a joke thing. I'm not like playing up a joke thing.
Deb and I know.
Like, I legitimately do have that drawing addiction. Like, I think about it. You know, people are like, oh, I'm addicted to that. Yeah, really? Do you wake up thinking about it, dude? I mean, it's every single, like right now I'm thinking about it. Like right now as we speak, I think about that like I wish it had Pepsi Zero in there. I'd have one right now.
Right.
So, and I think other people have that same issue. Like I think a lot of people have weight issues and they know that there are ways to get rid of that. And, you know, you get your blood checked. And you got to pay attention to that stuff, especially at my age. I'm only 58, and I'm a very lively dude, but I don't have power over what happens internally. I'm just working with what I got, you know? So I got to make sure it sticks around for as long as possible. And the good thing is I have great genetics on my side. My grandfather lived into his mid-80s. My dad right now, I think, is 85. So I have that going for me. To sabotage myself by not doing anything seems lazy. You know what I'm saying?
You're right on target.
Yeah, seems lazy. So anyway, I think people just kind of relate to it because it's hard.
You want to outkick that? You want to live longer? Do you have a target?
I don't, buddy. I just want my retirement money to last long enough. That's all I care about. No, I really don't. I don't think about my mortality very much at all, actually. Yeah. I just, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and when it's done, it's done. I don't really have any power over it, so why worry about it, you know?
I never did until my mom mentioned to my daughter, who's now in her mid-20s, she said, well, no one in my family ever made it past 85. And my daughter at the time, I don't know, she's 5 or 6, she said, don't worry, Grandma, you'll make it to 85. She's like, well, I hope to make it beyond that, right? And she did to 93. So my mom set the mark at 93, but my dad was 55.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm shooting for the 90s.
But let me tell you where I think it gets real interesting. And this is kind of an honest topic. It's kind of wild, right? So when I see people who make it to that age, right? I got my buddy Code Black. His father-in-law, who lives with him, is 101 or 2 years old right now. Maybe 103.
I think he's more. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He does not look super happy. He talks about not being super happy. He talks about living that long, kind of being a bit of a burden. I mean, and this is not me saying it. I'm not making this up. I mean, he says it kind of all the time. My dad is 85 years old, limited movement, can't really do a whole bunch, body kind of breaking down. He worked very hard as a man. So his body, it got to the point where, he can only stand up for a little bit, can only sit in a certain chair for a little while because he's got some back issues. And you just wonder, what is that breaking point? And I guess that's how you take care of yourself. But what is that breaking point where you go, okay, my quality of life is to the point where, I'm here, there's no question, but I'm not really doing anything. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think Greg Rossler yesterday during our It's Only Money segment, when we were talking about retirement, talked about the three phases. There's go-go, slow-go, and then no-go.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so... and that's why the book is called Outlive, and it talks about exercising or healthcare to prepare your body to be functional at the end of your life when you want to be using it.
And the other thing, too, is like you talk about the things that really affect you as you get older, osteoporosis, your bone strength, and how exercise is super important. So many studies now have come out over the last 5 years. Deb and I have talked about it 100 times about how a sedentary lifestyle can actually be worse for you than smoking.
Yes.
Or eating poorly because you're not really moving your body around. You're not burning calories. Your heart rate never gets up,
And we did a What'd You Do That's New. My last one was about that. Frequent, smaller exercises, more health beneficial of just getting up and moving around every 30 minutes, making sure you just increases for 5 minutes, increases your circulation. So, I mean, theoretically, Deb is doing her smoke breaks are exercise.
They are.
You're taking the stairs, right, Deb?
Yeah.
On the way down.
So I started taking the stairs. I started taking the stairs Monday again. So I'm walking the stairs. Let me tell you how embarrassing Monday's stair trip was for me, right? You're like, I'm in good shape. I'm all right. I mean, I'm not that big. You use all those things you do to rationalize where you are in life. I'm like, I'm fine. Man, I walked these stairs. I did not even walk them at a brisk pace. When I got to the top, I was like, I should just jump. I mean, I should just jump. Like it felt like I just ran a GD marathon, just walking up 4 flights of stairs. It felt unbelievable.
It will get better, but never easier. I've been doing it for a year now and pretty consistently walking up the stairs. And if I have a conversation with anybody in the first 2 minutes of me on the floor, they're like, are you okay?
Yeah. Well, you remember when I used to...
Yeah.
You remember I used to run them, right? I used to get to the bottom and I would kind of jog up them. And, I mean, you would just, when you get to the top, you're just like breathing blood, man. It's brutal.
It's that last flight.
Yeah, it is that last flight. But, man, I got to tell you, after a couple weeks of that, you're like, all right, not that bad. All right, 77031, that's how you text us. We have a fresh keyword, and I've got a very interesting story that I read from Reddit today, and I want to see how you guys feel about it. We'll do that next.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
2 left lanes are blocked on I-4 westbound past Sand Lake Road. There's a crash blocking all lanes westbound on State Road 50 at State Road 520. Use Fort Christmas Road as an alternate route. I-4 eastbound still stop and go due to that accident off to the shoulder near State Road 434. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
270 hours of training, that's what their techs go through. Best not trust your engine with just any buckaroo. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Tools Ace Hardware is Central Florida's Big Green Egg headquarters, offering the absolute largest selection of Big Green Eggs and accessories out there. Cooked on my egg this weekend. Absolutely love it. It is perfect, man. It gets you super hot temperatures or lower temperatures and holds those for hours. A complete outdoor cooking solution. It's an oven, it's a smoker, and it's a grill, all in one. And guys, it can handle everything. Perfect tender ribs and smoked pork butts, all the way up to crispy pizzas and perfect steaks. Plus, every egg purchase comes with a limited lifetime warranty, and you can save yourself the trouble of putting it together or hauling it home. It is a little heavy because Tools Ace offers free assembly and free local delivery on your Big Green Egg purchase. Shop their huge selection today at any of their 14 Central Florida locations, or just find them online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, you know that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
When you need cash, some lenders hand you a checklist a mile long. At Amscot, walk in with 3 things: photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Then walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
You bought a sofa you didn't have to assemble, a suit someone measured just for you, and now you're taking a guy's trip that actually matters. You've upgraded a few things in life, so why are you still running with rough nicotine pouches? On Plus nicotine pouches with Nico Silk Mesh. No corners, no rough edges, just the softest pouch on the planet. You've evolved, and this is what's next. On Plus nicotine pouches.
Not all varieties available in all geographies. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks, like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 407-706-9137 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 407-706-9137 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 407-706-9137 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinics treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 407-706-9137.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. The number one mistake people make when getting a mortgage is not comparing their quote. It's so easy to compare at my website, thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station, guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Preset. Preset. That's preset. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Obviously, this is why YouTube was created. Obviously. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey Jim, Christina here, Cocoa, Florida. Just want to tell you, good for going to the zero sugar. It's not that bad, but if you want to know the best two to try, like the one guy said, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar tastes almost identical to Dr. Pepper. And I don't like Coke, but Coke Zero is amazing. It tastes, you cannot tell that it's not like regular Coke. I love it. It's my favorite.
Nice.
Try it sometime.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jim, I haven't drank soda in probably 15, 20 years maybe.
God, how do you do it?
But there is this company called Zevia, Zevia. You should try them out if you haven't. They are delicious and they will quench a soda thirst, I feel.
Hey guys, hope you guys doing well. Dang, you're talking about 93? Bro, just Mitch McConnell me yesterday, man. Nah, just kidding. I'm there with Jimmy. Whenever it happens, it happens. Bye.
Bye. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Your 5 o'clock keyword is preset, Preset. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. That's it, preset. That is the word, guys. Good luck. We hope you win faux show. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Yeah, I just looked up Zevia as he was talking about it.
What is it?
It's just a drink that says no fake flavors, no fake sweeteners, no fake colors, just a naturally delicious soda. So I don't know where you find it. I'm sure it's $1 billion. It's an LA-based company, so obviously you know it's good.
Sonia reached out and she said, try Sundrop Diet.
Okay.
So she said that's amazing.
Yeah, not a big citrus. I mean, I like that cola flavor, so I'm going to probably try the Dr. Pepper and the Coke Zero and the Zeros and see which one I like the best, and then maybe get some. We'll see how it goes. All right, so interesting story here because I'm kind of in one of these. I'm in one of these columns, and I want to see which one you guys are in. Right. So this is a Reddit story, right? This is a guy, and he has he's married, and he has a friend that is a female. They've been friends for 10 years, and friends. They're straight up friends, and you can tell by the way the language they use when they talk to each other, right? So what happened is the female friend texted this guy and said, hey, look, are you going to be part of this league? Now, it didn't say what kind of league, but I could only assume maybe darts or bowling or something like that, right?
I would have assumed fantasy football.
Yeah, it could be fantasy football, right? It could have been. You're right.
It could have been.
But it was a woman texting, and I'm not saying that women don't play fantasy football, but I'm just saying...
Oh, they do.
But there's a possibility it could be. It doesn't really matter what it is. She just simply asked, hey, are you going to be part of the league this year? The guy said, he texts back and he says, hey, look, I'll check with my wife. And then he sent that text and then sent another text that said, oh, and by the way, when you text me and ask me stuff like this, could you do it in a group text, please? And that's what he sent. And she sent over like, why? What's the deal? And he basically said, hey, look, you are in a relationship. I'm in a relationship. You're texting me about stuff, and your boyfriend, husband does not know, and my wife does not know. I would rather it be a group text, like we text other things, instead of you just texting me directly. And she called him weird. She said, you're being weird. She actually asked him if he was serious first. And then she said, you serious? That's kind of weird, bro. And she called him bro. Mm-hmm. So they're talking to each other, in that vernacular of being friends for years. And it kind of went on from there. And I wanted to see what you guys thought about that. Like, do you accept texts from people from opposite sex who aren't your spouse and have conversations with them? Let me start it off. I do.
Yes, I do.
I
do
do.
too.
My wife has a couple friends that were also pretty close friends, and if they text me now, let me clarify. And by the way, this is what the guy says. Unless it's about setting something up for us, I would rather this be in a group text setting. Do you understand? Like
I do.
Wait, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I don't see the need for it.
Being in a group text?
Yeah.
What to me that sounds like the wife is bothered.
Yes.
And she mentioned that, and he wisely is not pinning it on her.
Yeah.
He's trying to take responsibility and kind of doing that.
Right. Yeah.
Handle your phone.
But if like
just handle your phone. Just
if Deb texts me like directly, hey Jimbo, blah 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 blah, 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 blah. Now we have a group text with us called the JCS Trio that we use most of the time, but sometimes Deb will actually send me reels on Instagram that she thinks is funny as well. My wife would never even think anything about that. Our friend Rhonda could send me stuff and we could talk about things that are going on. Would not have a problem. Her friend Tiff, same thing. Matter of fact, I just talked to her the other day about a situation, but it's almost always something to do with us as a group. It's never like, hey, how you doing? Yeah,
right.
How's your day going?
Hey, you up?
Yeah, you up? You home?
That's a different.
Right,
that's a whole different scenario.
But so here's the thing, though, and this is what makes it interesting to me. You're cool with it.
Yeah.
Is Chris cool with it?
Yeah.
Like Chris has no problem with me texting you and saying, hey, did you guys have a good time at the thing the other day, or what's going on? I see a story about Mount Dora. Hey, what's going on with Mount Dora here?
Well, that would freak him out because that you generally don't do. No. But okay, so one of our groomsmen, Robert, he's been my best friend for over 30 years.
Right, yeah.
Robert could call me tonight and I would sit out on the front porch and we'd talk about what's going on in life.
Right.
He's been my friend for over 30 years.
So you're
not a problem.
Your man doesn't even think about it twice.
Not a problem.
No care at all.
But this is someone that he also knows. This is someone that he could call up.
Right.
Right. And if he ever had an issue, I would just hand him my phone.
Right.
Here's my phone.
Yeah. And I think
I don't take my phone and scroll it away, or like if it starts to ring, quickly turn the face over. I mean,
here's a question: does your partners know your sign-in code on your phone?
Oh yeah, dude. We have all of our codes. We know she has all my passwords, all my codes. We don't hide. I don't play that game.
No,
I got no time for that game. I've been through that with relationships. I got no time for that. It's completely open. I could pick up her phone right now and go through it. No problem. She could do the same with mine. We don't though.
Right.
We don't ever do that because we have that mutual trust. She could do that with my email account and me hers.
Now, the thing that brings us back to the story is how long has this couple been married, and have they been married longer than the friendship? See, I'd need to know because what precipitated this?
Yeah.
Why a friend for 10 years? You can communicate normally. She literally calls you bro, but now there's an issue?
Yeah, after 10 years of this. And do they work together, or what is the nature of that relationship?
It doesn't really say that. It just says they were friends for years. I'm actually trying to find it now because it's hard to get a link thing from Reddit. But it just basically said that they had been friends for 10 years. It doesn't say that they were coworkers. It doesn't really mention that.
Mm-hmm.
She's just asking him if he's going to be part of this league and doesn't even mention what the league is.
And to the person who texted at 77031 and said, Deb, your 30-year friend is a D in a glass jar in case of emergency, break glass.
No, it's not even close to that.
Don't be the douchebag here.
Yeah.
Don't be the douchebag. I could have hit that 30 years ago and didn't. Okay, so kiss my ass.
And I don't know. Is that Chris Rock? That's a comedian. He's kind of borrowing that from.
Oh, yeah.
But still alluding to that.
Yeah.
That's what that male friend is to me. Robert would no more do. No. Screw you, man.
It doesn't really. The funny thing
doesn't
is,
work like that.
Like for friendships like that, it doesn't really work. Like again, Code Black's wife. We used to talk each other because we live next to each other. We used to talk about what was for dinner that night because our families are almost like intertwined. We would have dinner at each other's houses literally 3 or 4 times a night. So I would text Kelly all the time and be like, "Hey, look, what are we doing? Are you doing this? You're doing that? All right, we'll do this. I'll bring this." And Sean and Kelly would have never known that Sean and my wife would have never known we even spoke. I would let them know, like, "Oh, by the way, we're having dinner with the Cables tonight, and this is what we're having." I talked to Kelly about it. It's good.
Now, I understand those saying that when they, text include when it's a courtesy or something. I know for me, if for a while Chris was with his coworkers, I thought this was pretty cool in a kickball league.
Mm-hmm.
If I were in a group text with those people, that would piss me off.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, ding, and I'm not involved in the event.
You have to turn off alerts.
Now you're just wasting my time.
Yeah.
for something that I'm not even concerned about.
My sisters have a group, and my wife was in it for a while, and she's like,
Yeah.
they text all the time.
Yeah. So I had to start with the other day because my wife's birthday's coming up soon, and we're kind of planning a party.
Right.
And I'm on one with my kids, and I want every one of their phones to go dead. I want every one of them to lose their phones now.
But on a group like that, you can just turn off notifications so it won't activate your phone. You still get the messages. You can still read them when you're looking at your phone.
Yeah.
But your phone doesn't interrupt you.
Yeah. Anyway, I do you have friends that do this? I mean, do you? I mean, the thing is, I don't know. You don't have like a real big friend group though, do you? Or
well, easy fella.
I don't. And I think the older you are, the tighter your circle should be.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not at that age group where we're going to have like 10, like 15, 20 people. I mean, your core is it's your tribe.
Tell me more about this tight circle.
I have been for years.
But with anybody, like again, and if my wife, like Rhonda's husband, is another guy that my wife knows quite well, Steve, French Steve.
Oh, they got married?
No, well, I mean, I call it their husband.
Okay.
They basically are husband and wife. But she would talk to him about stuff like he does irrigation and stuff on top of other things, and they would have many conversations about stuff. And when they're coming over to hang out, what they're going to bring and what we need, and they talk like that, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
I do not think that guy has it out for my girl at any given point.
It's a trust issue.
And I don't feel that any of these people have it out for my girl.
And you know what? Even if they did, the most important thing is that your girl would shut that S down.
She would shut it down in a second.
She would shut it down.
She would be the first one to tell me.
Exactly.
As soon as they got done.
I have to scroll pretty far to find a female that's not work related.
But it is interesting though, because you notice that like I don't text with any of our male segment, like unless I'm hosting, right?
Like with Brandon or Scott or anything.
Yeah,
else.
I'm not going to reach out and go, hey, what you doing this weekend?
Yeah. I don't because I don't do that with people that I know.
I don't do that with most people I like.
That's what I'm saying. Is I would never reach out.
True.
I would just never reach out to anybody here at the station. And there are a number of people at the station I absolutely adore, but I would never text like C-Lane and go, hey, what are you guys up to this weekend?
You're right.
And it's not because I don't like. It's just like we don't really interact like that together.
It's interesting. So my what'd you do that's new, the 10 things like this person who lives abroad said that Colombians taught him that we forgot.
Yeah.
It's real interesting when he goes into the texting conversation and what we consider rude in this country when it comes to reaching out to someone on their quote unquote off time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm going to text you guys, it's going to be about work. You're busy.
Right.
Anything else is you just don't need it.
Right, yeah.
It just gets in the way of your day.
And if I text you about work on your off time, it means that I think you should have handled this problem when you were on your on time.
Yeah, if I ever get a text from Jack when I'm not supposed to, during the weekend, I automatically think the station's burning down, we've all been let go. Or
I was
something.
letting you know Red Dead was $14.99 and it was the last day of the sale.
You're 100% right, and I was very appreciative.
You never responded.
I ignored that one less than I usually ignore the others. So you should be very proud.
Not even a thumb. That's why I give a thumbs up to everyone to acknowledge, receive.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
By the way,
what'd you do?
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-oh.
The eggplant question
No,
again?
stop.
Okay.
When you ask, like I use Siri when I'm driving to send texts and stuff because it's just safer, right? How do you get that thing to send an emoji without it printing the command word? Because today my wife sent me something and I said, hey Siri, send Tori a thumbs up, and it said send Tori, and then it showed the thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's gonna laugh very hard at that because she knows exactly what happened, and she did. I don't know how to do that. How do you send an emoji through voice command?
It's tough when you are. So first of all, like CarPlay for Apple CarPlay or the Droid version of that is fantastic for not using your phone directly while driving. It's embedded into your infotainment system.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you're texting, which you can do, I sent Deb a text today.
Oh yeah.
However,
eggplant, peach, kissy face.
I recorded it 3 times.
One eggplant.
I recorded it 3 times because it was the voice on my assistant is Indian female. All right.
Oh my God, Jack! What is wrong with you?
I want the backstory to that so bad because he wouldn't eat a chicken tikka masala.
Well, yeah, no, I won't. But she
Can
sounds.
you explain that really?
She sounds smart, and I listen to her. I respect her. I respect her intelligence.
You can no longer ever feel bad when it comes to technology. That man has an Indian voice female Siri because she's
sounds
smarter.
smart. Yes. That's a dumb American.
Oh, my God almighty.
Do you feel vindicated?
You know how much school she had to go to get that job? You have no idea. You have no idea what life is like for them. However, I recorded Deb's message because it would repeat it back to me. I said, "Hey, Deb." And at first it said, it's like, "Hey, dude." I'm like, "No, hey," and but it was her voice, so I'm like, I don't know. And finally, the third time, I'm like, just leave off the name.
Yeah.
Do you say thumbs up emoji? Do you put
I don't use emojis when I do voice to text because
so difficult.
You can't see it before you send it because you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm nervous enough that it's going to turn it into something dirty.
Yeah.
You know,
I try to send confusing ones. It is. It's like eggplant, peach, kissy face, black middle finger.
Right. But if you guys,
and then they make me explain
Mount up.
They make me explain the black middle finger. I'm like, I don't know, dude. It changed on its own. I had an Indian woman at first.
Went rogue.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. Back in a sec.
Real radio is the news junkie.
A man is in trouble for making sexual contact with his dog. Edward Dare, 35-year-old man.
Should have picked truth.
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
2 left lanes are blocked on I-4 westbound past Sand Lake Road. That's causing some stop-and-go traffic. I-4 eastbound past State Road 434 still backed up from that earlier accident. We got police activity westbound on I-4 near County Road 46A, slowing things down. Traffic's backed up over St. John's River Bridge. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Still sleeping on that old bed? Mattress Firm's sleep experts can help you choose the perfect upgrade. They'll guide you every step, answering your questions. Shop today and save big during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
Let me tell you something about Mills Air, guys. Having lunch with Leon tomorrow. I can't wait. Love seeing him. Love hanging out. That dude is crushing life at its absolute best. But let me tell you, they came to my house this morning because I'm installing a new duct into my house with a new air conditioning vent. And the professionalism is so unbelievable. It really is. These two guys came in, walked into my house working. How can we help you, Mr. Colbert? This is what I need. This is what I need. Are there going to be any problems? No problems. Here's how you get into the attic. Call me if you need me. They called me one time, and that was to show me the job was done, and they were out of here. That's an hour and a half. It was an unbelievable experience, but I've had these for years with Mills Air, and so will you. These guys have been doing this since 1992, and let me tell you something. They built this company the right way. Leon Mills left the company he was with before years ago because he didn't like what they were doing for their customers. He started his own company so he could do it right with integrity and great prices, and that's exactly what he does now. With a fleet of 60 vans to cover you wherever you are in Central Florida, Mills Air is here to help. They're also Carrier factory authorized dealers. That could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always trust the experts and turn to them at Carrier, and you can always turn and trust family owner operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickley.com.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is live now in our YouTube chat. Just search Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. It's brought to us by the Home Builders Network. And for years, we've been talking about Mike the Home Builder. He is the president of the Home Builders Network. They have a showroom in Altamont Springs, right there on the corner of 436 and 434. But you can also contact him online when it comes to those bigger projects around the home, whether it's a renovation or maybe it's a repair. It could be your roof, your windows, your doors, your gutters, or replacement bathrooms with beautiful Moen products. I had my bathroom redone, our master bath, and with the Home Builders Network, he did an unbelievably great job. Got a roof a few years ago as well. He's a trustworthy guy with a lot of experience that he puts to use with each and every job, just trying to do right by the customer. Go to hbnusa.com for the Home Builders Network for quality, great installation, excellent service, all for a fair price. That's hbnusa.com. milsAir.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey, this is Tanner from Zero Res. There are lots of ways to clean your carpet, but only one Zero Res. No harsh soaps, no sticky residue, just a deeper clean that dries faster and lasts longer. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
This summer, the heat is on in Orlando as the second annual Florida Open 9-Ball Pool Championship takes over the Caribe Royale Orlando Resort from August 4th through the 9th with the world's best billiards players battling it out for glory. Expect world-class competition, non-stop action, jaw-dropping shots, and an unforgettable atmosphere. This isn't just a tournament, it's the sport at its absolute best. Single-day tickets and multi-day passes are selling fast. Head to Ticketmaster or MatchRoomPool.com now to grab yours before they're gone.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Dive into a summer of awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to orcas, belugas, penguins, and more. Take an all-new Arctic adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice, now open. Sing along with Pink Fong's Baby Shark and savor America's best barbecue flavors at Red, White, and Barbecue. On weekends, now through August 23rd. Stay later for the all-new Electric Ocean with nighttime animal shows and an all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Visit 2 days for less than $50 a day. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
For decades, millions have trusted Amscot when life happens. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Simple, reliable, Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. I can get you pre-approved in as little as 1 day, even if you're a first-time homebuyer. Get answers today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Choosing the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Visit markspain.com to find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home and skip the hassles of cleaning and costly repairs. One of our clients, Caitlin, said, "We weren't planning on selling our home, but our family's needs changed. We sold our home for substantially more than we paid, and we were able to move quickly. Thank you, Mark Spain Real Estate." Mark Spain Real Estate is the #1 most reviewed real estate company in the U.S. with over 13,000 5-star reviews. Trust us to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be on your home today. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan. If you don't know what web goals are, consider yourself lucky. If you feel like helping out, go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
Interesting conversation. When I was a younger man, back in my 20s, early 20s, going to school in Gainesville, and she went to college in Tallahassee, FAMU, and we used to make the joke, hey, when we turn 40, if we're not married, we'll marry each other. And we laugh about it, joke about it, and here we are, fast forward, and she's happy, I'm happy, but around people, we still joke about it and laugh about it, and people just look at us different, but hey, I don't know.
That's hilarious, Jack, because I have the Indian man. I kind of feel the same way you do. He seems smart.
Hey guys, I just found a hack. When you do that keyword thing, sometimes that pop-up won't pop up for like 9 minutes. BS. Scroll down the screen and look for the grand in your hand thing. Click that. You can enter the keyword right now and win.
Oh, there you go.
That's cool.
I didn't know it was that easy.
Yeah, well, when you go to the website, you know, a pop-up is where you enter. But if you don't see the pop-up, if you scroll down, the logo's there. You can enter, click that, and you can enter it there as well.
Your 5 o'clock keyword, by the way, is preset. Preset. Go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. Among all that other great advice, the really good advice is turn your phone on, turn it up, keep it near you. Don't even go to the bathroom without it, because we have heard every story you can imagine about missing this phone call, and every one of them is sadder than the next. So if you're in this game, you got to keep that phone on you at all times and answer it when it rings. Even it says no caller ID out of the area, you got to pick it up.
Yeah, so preset being the keyword, that started at about 5. That goes to 5:55. So they'll call the winner for that keyword at about 6, shortly after 6 o'clock.
Yep.
So you might have put that word in at 5, but 6 o'clock is when hopefully your phone is going to ring.
Absolutely. All right, let's get some more money in the hands out there for sure.
I mean, who couldn't use an extra $1,000?
Yeah. Well, by the way, one thing that we did not add to that last conversation that has come up as well is I remember, and it's so funny because my wife doesn't react viscerally to too many things. She can get super hot about certain things for sure. But I remember one time somebody in the building referred to themselves as my work wife, and that did not go over well. And again, wasn't angry about it. Didn't say, just simply said, I do not care for that language. I am your wife. There is no other wife. I don't like the work wife thing. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I think you can answer it best. How do you feel when you call yourself, or how do you think Chris feels because you call yourself Deb's work husband?
I do not call her that.
Every day you say that.
But hey, Deb, we're dating. Hey, Deb.
But if I call myself your work husband, I can't imagine Chris would like that.
I can't imagine he would like that, but I mean, you kind of already are.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Again, I think,
listen to you snore while I'm trying to work.
Yeah.
That's not wrong.
Yeah. I cook you food. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's not meant in a way where it's where.
But it does indicate a close relationship.
It indicates a close relationship.
Maybe too close for work.
Well, I don't know if it's so close for work. I think it's the word. I think it's the label. I think it's the title. I think it's what it infers, which is why no matter how close we are or share lunch or cook food, we're still co-workers.
Yeah.
Because we each have a husband, a wife, and a wife.
Yeah.
So I get why she'd be uncomfortable with that because that's someone else sharing her label.
Yeah. Jack, would you be mad if one of the members of Naomi's band, she called one of her members a work husband?
Ooh.
Yeah. I would not care for that.
Yeah, I would not care for that either.
Yeah.
And would she care if you referred to Deb as your work wife?
Nah, she's cool with that.
Yeah, okay, good.
She likes Deb.
Yeah, I don't think Chris would be cool with that.
Yeah.
I don't think he would. I don't think it would change his relationship with you guys. I don't think he'd be aggro, but I think privately he'd be like, I'm your husband.
I think he would probably say something to you, and then you could say, hey, look, Chris, and I wouldn't even say another word about it. I would completely understand. For one thing, I would never use that term. I just don't, I don't know if that's the best way to look at it. So
I think it's fair.
Yeah, okay. Wisconsin in the news, and it isn't for tornado destruction.
Oh no!
Have you guys heard about this Wisconsin brewery that's in a little bit of trouble?
Were they the one giving Tony Romo's beers?
Tony Romo lied. He said he didn't have any drinks. You guys hear that? I guess
he was in Wisconsin. Of course, he had drinks.
No, what's funny is, and not to get sidetracked, but when he told the police officer I didn't have any drinks, she said, You said you were coming from golf.
AKA, I don't believe you.
That's funny. Didn't he hurt his back really bad or something?
That's why he had to stretch out before the sobriety test. Have you seen the video?
I have only seen the video
way.
where he claims I didn't see the stretch out or anything, but I think he hurt his back really bad because I saw his golf swing during the celebrity golf tournament a couple weeks ago, and it is not the way that Romo used to swing at it. Romo's a good player.
Yeah, I heard he was like 25 over par.
Yeah, but it's just you could see he had lower back issues because when you do that, you start kind of making other moves that aren't the right move, and he had the right move, and now he does not make the right move. Lower back problems when you're a golfer are the absolute worst. No, this is a brewery in Wisconsin, and they are getting their beer license. I think it's only beer. They're getting their beer license revoked.
Oh,
what'd they do?
It's not Leinenkugel's, is it?
It's not Leinenkugel's. This is just a place called. Let me double check what this place is called. Let's see. It is the Minnequa. Minocqua. Is that Minnequa? That sounds right?
I think that's the place where Laverne and Shirley work.
Yeah. It says the Department of Revenue is revoking Minnequa Brewing Company's permit to operate in Wisconsin, according to a July 26 newsletter sent. And the guy who is
Minocqua.
Yeah, is it Minocqua?
Yeah, get it right, you know.
Okay, very good.
Minocqua.
Why would you think that the Department of Revenue would shut down a brewery in Wisconsin?
Not paying their taxes.
That's a great guess. Not the answer.
I would've-
That definitely would not make news.
Yeah, I would have guessed it was something in the beer, but it wouldn't be the Department of Revenue.
No, it would
that
not be the
do.
Department of Revenue.
Taking more water than they're supposed to?
Another good guess. Not the answer.
Selling it too cheaply.
No.
Laundering money.
Not putting a tax on it.
How about offering free beer when let's say when he dies?
Oh.
Now, this brewery is known for a bunch of anti-Trump social media posts, and they promise a free beer promotion upon the death of President Trump, and has a permit to operate in the state, and it was revoked by state officials.
Yeah, it's not a good look there, guys.
It is not a good look.
That is not a good way to...
When I saw this story today, I was like, there is a free speech part of this, but man, there's also a really, really, really bad look part of this.
Yeah, there's an FAFO.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel reported Monday that liberal activist and brewery owner Kirk Bangstad is, quote, vowing to fight tooth and nail after receiving a letter from the State Department of Revenue revoking their permit to operate in Wisconsin. He says, as you can imagine, I'm not taking this lying down. Now, he's trying to kind of work around this by saying that he really never says Trump's name. He basically says he, and everybody just kind of understands, because he did make a comment one time about during the attempted assassination in Pennsylvania that it was, close, but no cigar, no free beer today kind of thing.
Yeah, still. Yeah, no.
If you did free beer for when he's no longer, when he's out of office,
Right,
that's one thing.
Free beer for midterms, free beers, all that stuff.
When you tie it into the death of someone, I mean, anybody, it's distasteful.
And the other thing is and
it might be illegal.
Here's where I think he gets away with the legal aspect of it when it comes to getting arrested. He's not saying assassinate. No, that would be an actionable thing, right? He's not saying, well, free beer if the president gets assassinated, because at that point you could look at somebody being motivated, some stupid person being motivated to do that. What they're saying is just upon his death.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like we heard from Greg Rossler last night, right? When your spouse dies, you don't get their benefits and yours, because it incentivizes potentially a spouse to kill another spouse. In this case,
it might be a small incentive, but it's an incentive nonetheless.
It reads that, sounds that way.
Yeah.
It says on January 22nd of this year, is it Minocqua? Is that what you said?
Minocqua.
There we go. Appeared to suggest it would give free beer to patrons if Trump was killed, while not explicitly using his name. Free beer all day long the day he dies. That was the promotion. Does not say the president's name, doesn't say any of that. And that's kind of what he's saying, is he's trying to say, hey, look, I didn't mention anybody's name. Everybody's just assuming that's who I'm talking about. But they print it right here in the story as if that's exactly what he said.
Well, unfortunately, he has other social media posts that don't really leave a lot of questions.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He's kind of answered that question before.
And let's see what else. Yeah, he just, he talks about him faking the assassination. Either a brother or sister in the resistance needs to work on their marksmanship, he said.
Yeah.
During that. So this is just a terrible, terrible look up and down.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell you, I think he's going to have a tough fight with this one because, I mean, look, even if you're not a fan of Trump or the administration, you cannot do or say things like that.
Did he not see what happened to Bud Light?
Yeah, right. Apparently he thinks, and Wisconsin's like one of the reddest states out there, is it not?
It's what, yeah. There's,
I think it is. I think Wisconsin, Montana, West Virginia, like Arkansas, those are the reddest states in the nation,
don't
I think.
group us in with Arkansas.
It's true, though.
Wisconsin? I thought it was closer. I didn't know it was that red.
It's changed. Kind of like Florida, right?
Yeah.
Florida used to be the one swing
purple.
state
Yeah.
that everybody paid the most attention to because you couldn't call Florida, but that's not the case
We
anymore.
were that purple appendage.
Oh,
no longer.
So purple. So eggplanty. Yeah.
Show title.
But and everybody reached out for this guy to make a comment. This guy who owns this brewery, and he would not comment. He's not going to. I guess he's just
funny. Now he doesn't want to talk.
Decided to put the shovel down.
Yeah, in a way,
you know what? That's a smart move.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Stop digging.
Yeah, his whole thing was he goes, the owner of the brewery, this guy Bangstad, which is odd, also is the founder of the brewing company Super PAC, which aims to, quote, remove Republican federal and state elected officials who perpetuated the election lies that caused the insurrection of January 6, 2021, and those downplaying the seriousness of COVID-19 that caused so many unnecessary deaths in the country. That's what he says they're standing up. That's like their mission statement.
I thought beer was supposed to make you happy.
It is, man. You don't want to go into a brewery and get all kind of bummed out from stupid stuff like this. I just want to have a drink when I could.
In Green Bay, there is a bar that still has a jar on the counter, and you have to put $0.25 or $1 into it if you swear or you talk politics.
Oh, really?
Yep. You're only allowed to talk football. No, I'm not kidding. There's still a jar on the counter, and if they catch you talking politics or swearing,
and
put your money in the jar.
And right now, that jar has $1.6 trillion in it.
Can help with that deficit.
All right, let's take a little break. Load them up, guys. It's time for trivia. We'll do that next.
Real voices, real laughs, real radio. 104.1. Guaranteed human.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Tigers fans giving Tarek Skubal a standing ovation today after getting his 1,000th career strikeout against the Orioles in what could be his final game with a team with a trade deadline looming. Packers GM Brian Gutekunst says tight end Tucker Kraft has made great progress in returning from a torn ACL and should be active to start the season. Andy Reid says Eric Bieniemy's wife is out of intensive care after being shot by their son. I'm Frank Aaron.
Boating restricted zones keep Florida's waterways safe. In idle speed, no wake zones go just fast enough to steer with no wake. In slow speed minimum wake zones, stay off plane and create little to no wake, but always stay fully settled in the water. Learn more at myfwc.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging. A couple weeks ago, we had Judy from Life Imaging in, and man, what a pistol she is. So much fun. But behind that fun is a very serious woman who wants to make sure that you and your family have each other for as long as possible. She started this business in Miami, moved it up to Orlando, and in just the few years she's been here, they have saved well over 400 lives, and I can attest to that. We've heard so many testimonials right here on the air, like the couple that wanted to get the gym membership. They were in their mid-60s. They decided, let's go to Life Imaging and get this scan to make sure that our hearts are okay before we start exerting ourselves. Turns out the woman was perfectly fine, but the man actually had to have open heart surgery to save his life. That's exactly why you get over there, and I got my in-laws in there in no time at all. You should as well, and don't wait. Do exactly what I did. Get Life Imaging and get these free heart scans, just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value, and please, while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. Couldn't be easier to make your appointment. All you have to do is pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it, pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Make that appointment. You will feel so good after you leave, and you know exactly where you are. It's Life Imaging.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm a school teacher, and my husband is a firefighter. One day, we got the worst call of our lives. Our son was in a serious accident. We heard Glenn Klausman on Real Radio and called him to help. Mr. Klausman genuinely cared about our son and fought multiple insurance companies to get us a great result. We could reach him 24/7 on his cell phone. Mr. Klausman was our guardian angel.
I'm Glenn Klausman. Contact me at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Orlando, it's Lions versus Lions when Orlando City battles FC Cincinnati. Saturday, August 15th at 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at orlandocitysc.com/tickets. That's orlandocitysc.com/tickets.
Every great experience starts with a spark. Ignite the excitement at Daytona Beach Poker, where you'll find all your favorite casino-style table games, including Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Pi Gal Poker, Mississippi Stud, and more. Whether you're chasing a big hand or enjoying a night out with friends, the action is always burning bright. Plus, with Ember Rewards, every hand helps you earn points toward cash, dining, gift cards, resort getaways, and more. New members can earn up to $150 in bonus cash. Daytona Beach Poker. It only takes a spark. Visit today. This summer, the heat is on in Orlando as the second annual Florida Open 9-Ball Pool Championship takes over the Caribe Royale Orlando Resort from August 4th through the 9th with the world's best billiards players battling it out for glory. Expect world-class competition, non-stop action, jaw-dropping shots, and an unforgettable atmosphere. This isn't just a tournament. It's the sport at its absolute best. Single-day tickets and multi-day passes are selling fast. Head to Ticketmaster or MatchroomPool.com now to grab yours before they're gone.
Russ Rollins here. This July, celebrate America's 250th birthday by declaring your freedom on outdated bathrooms, hard-to-clean grout, and the worry of hidden leaks. At HBN Bath, they'll help you enjoy beautiful, low-maintenance shower designs with quality products from brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. It's your chance to declare independence from old bathrooms once and for all. Visit HBNUSA.com. That's HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Ah!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
There once was a magic... Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
With That Mortgage Guy Don.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message furnished by the station.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Whoa, so this Minocqua Brewing thing,
you might not agree with it. It might be in bad taste, and it might be some promotion. But isn't this clearly a First Amendment violation now that Citizens United has ruled that corporations are people? That means the government cannot take sanctions or arrest or punish you for what you have to say. Come on. Hey, have a great weekend. Cheers.
Yeah, I do believe that's going to be an interesting argument. I mean, it is in horribly bad taste, but is it illegal? That's what you have to think. You have to ask yourself. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. We do need some callers for trivia. Maybe I didn't plug it enough before we left for that last break. 407-916-1041. Hop on board. We do have 3 lines open. Grab them now.
Sometimes they get impatient if I don't answer right away.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
But I had to find a good bear video to put on our screen.
Got about 10 minutes for the keyword preset. Well, of course, we'll have another one for you at the top of the hour, right before we get to Joel Warren, who's calling us today to talk about what's happening to Good Sauce. Ross is in Austin, Texas, doing some Ross stuff. Hopefully he'll be back with us on Friday. That would be great.
That would be great.
Yeah. And we want to get a winner, man. I'd love to get some winners. That'd be great.
For trivia or for our keyword
contest?
contest?
Get some keyword winners, man. Usually we're so spoiled. We're used to having like maybe 5 or 6 by now.
Right now we're sitting at 3.
Yeah.
But again, we have another keyword for you at 6, but you've also got one at 7, 8, and 9. We had a winner just the other day who called in on that 9 o'clock keyword. So
Yeah, absolutely. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. Hi. And he has the Jackie sack. What's in there?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Here we go. We have tickets to Stellar Nights at the Orlando Science Center. Stellar Nights brings your favorite artists to life with incredible laser effects inside the all-new dome. They've extended it because it's been so darn popular. They've added more shows per night, so it goes through August 8th. You can actually see the whole lineup and get your tickets at osc.org. I know they've added a couple Pink Floyd shows for next Friday. Yeah. So that's one of your prizes. You also could choose a pair of tickets to see Journey, the Final Frontier Tour. This is coming to our very own Kia Center on October 17th. So Journey, Stellar Nights, the choice is yours. Good luck.
Back to you, clickety-clack.
Thank you, Deborah. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go 2.
2 sounds good. Andy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Glad to hear that, buddy. Want to play a little game with us?
I sure do.
Let's do it then.
Game show.
All right, Andy, this is a real easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
What?
But if you can find that one, buddy, I'll send you over to see Jack. He's got some cool stuff, and he'll give you something, I promise. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, buddy. On this day in 1866, George Morrison. You don't know that guy. He's the American entrepreneur and former owner of Mammoth Cave. Believe it or not, it was personally owned. That's right. Here are 3 fun facts about Mammoth Cave and 1 extinct lie.
Oh, I see what you're
We're talking about Mammoth Cave, buddy. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, featuring 426 mapped miles of passages, it is by far the longest cave system in the world. Number 2, the first people to map the caves and provide guided tours were slaves. Number 3, the caves stay at a constant temperature of 54 degrees. Or lastly, there's a spot in the caves called the altar where it's believed that Native American sacrifices were performed. Which one of those is a lie?
Number 1.
No, that's absolutely true.
Really? I thought that one was a lie, too.
Mammoth Caves is 426 miles of mapped passages, by far the longest cave system on this planet that we've discovered so far. That's for sure. Right there in southeast Kentucky, by the way. All right, Deb, 1, 3, 4, or 5?
Let's go 5.
5 sounds good. That is Mike. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Jimmy.
Glad to hear that, Mike. Buddy, we're talking about Mammoth Cave. Which one of these isn't true? Number 1, the first people to map the caves and provide guided tours were slaves. Number 2, the caves stay at a constant temperature of 54 degrees. Or lastly, there's a spot in the caves called the altar where it's believed that Native American sacrifices were performed.
I'm going to go with the temperature.
No, that's absolutely true. It's always 54 degrees in the caves.
Oh, now you know where to go when you visit Kentucky in the summertime.
Yeah, and I got a little story about that afterwards. It's funny, sad, funny. But all right, Deb, 1, 3, or 4?
Let's go 1.
1 sounds good. That's Craig. Craig, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good, buddy. We're talking about Mammoth Cave. You got a 50-50 shot here. Which one of these is not true? Number one, the first people to map the caves and provide guided tours were slaves. Or lastly, there is a spot in the caves called the Altar where it's believed that Native American sacrifices were performed.
Jimmy, I think the last one is the Spelunker of a Lie.
And, buddy, I think you're a winner. That's the one. Hey! I'm going to put you on hold, big dog. Enjoy your prize, Craig. You are a wiener right here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there is a spot called the Altar because it's a rock formation that kind of looks like one, but no evidence that Native American sacrifices ever happened there.
Oh, okay.
Which means the first people to map the caves and provided guided tours were slaves. Actually, and I think it's one specific slave named Stephen Bishop, whose entire life basically was mapping that cave and taking tours.
Trying to find a way out.
It's kind of cool because all back in the caves, there are signatures from the 1700s where people walk back there with like a bundle of reeds that they would set on fire, and they would use the smut or the soot.
Yeah, it's basically a charcoal.
To write their names on the cave walls, and they're still back there from 100 years, 150 years ago.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is.
A few other things you may not know about Mammoth Cave, and I've never been there, and I've heard it's amazing. I got to get there. It's supposed to be pretty cool. That you may not know. The cave is named after its enormous size. It actually has nothing to do with the animal at all.
Oh, okay.
They've never found a mammoth in there. No mammoth bones. No nothing like that.
It's just the cave
simply,
is mammoth.
It's mammoth, right? Native Americans used the cave system how long ago?
3,000 years.
The beginning of, I'll say 500 years.
4,000 to 5,000 years ago, there's evidence through shoes and tools and other
nailed it
drawings and stuff. Here's another one. The cave walls have to be cleaned almost every 6 months. Why?
Condensation creates mold and mildew?
That's a great guess. That's exactly what I thought when I read this. That's not the answer. What do you think, Jack? They have to clean the walls about every 6 months or so. Why?
Oh.
Bat poop.
No.
Human graffiti.
Human lint. So many people walk through the Mammoth Caves that as they walk, the lint that comes off of their clothing sticks to the cave walls. And after a while, it builds up where you can actually see it.
What?
4,000 people a day go through there.
Whoa.
Yeah, crazy, right? The caves have underground rivers that have eyeless fish and eyeless and blind crayfish. They don't have eyes.
Don't need them when they're in that dark.
They've evolved, and it's the only place in the world where fish like that exists. It has its own. It has its own like ecosystem altogether. Out of the 426 miles of this mapped cave, how many miles have been cleared and stared for tourism? And how many pathways have been created by the state there to lead you back through there? It's a national park, so it may be the feds.
Out of 406 miles?
426 miles. How many are actually, when you go to visit the cave, how many do you get to walk through?
20.
7.
14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 14 miles, and that's it. Now, here's the part that I thought that you guys would find interesting. Back in the day, a doctor actually bought this property and had this cave. And he was a doctor that specialized in tuberculosis. He thought that the air and the temperature of the air would actually be good for people with TB. It turns out not only was it not good, it made it worse because not only was the air cold, it was damp.
Yeah.
And the pneumonia-esque kind of thing would set in, and he himself actually died of TB.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Yeah. So crazy history.
I guess
about
it is
this.
contagious.
And by the way, when you read about this thing, it is one marvelous fact after the next. There are so many formations inside. There's a place called the Waterfall Room, I believe, or the Niagara Room, where a formation has formed over millions of years where it looks like a waterfall, but it's actually stalactites or it's those mineral things.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be amazing. There's a place called the Snowball Room where it's crystallized, again, one of these crystallized mineral formations, but the entire ceiling looks like it's snowballs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool, man.
I'm going to have to go there.
There you go, Mammoth Cave. All right, let's take a little break. Joel Warren next, and we'll find out what's happening on Good Sauce.
Real Radio has your chance to help students and teachers as they prepare for the new school year. Details at realradio.fm/events.
That disabled truck's finally been moved off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound past Sand Lake Road. Traffic starting to get by in all lanes. It's still bumper to bumper. I-4 westbound near Kirkman. There's a crash off to the shoulder. Still getting cleared up there. Florida's Turnpike southbound before Osceola Parkway. 2 left lanes are blocked. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Guys, you know, real estate is a little part of me. I've actually bought and sold a number of homes here in Central Florida as we kind of buy one, fix it up, and then sell it, and then buy one another and fix it up and sell it. So I've kind of learned about how real estate works a little bit. And I got to tell you, the one thing I have learned is this. If you do not have a good real estate company supporting you and providing you with great advice when it goes through your sell, you could be costing yourself tens of thousands of dollars. That's why I always tell people, hey, look, get with the Nickley Group. On average, these guys get 6% more for their listings, and they sell those homes twice as fast. Let me tell you, in Central Florida, that's a big deal because selling or buying a home in this city is way different than any other city in the United States. That's why it's really important not to really listen to these quote-unquote experts when it comes to real estate in Central Florida. It's just a different market altogether. You need a professional team that can navigate that market, and it is the Nickley Group. These guys are the best real estate team in all Central Florida. They sell a home about every 7 hours, 4,000 plus 5-star reviews, and a VIP program that makes it unbelievable, man. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and I say it and I'll say it again and again. This early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they hit the market is an absolute real estate cheat code. They even have this guaranteed cash offer, no showings or open houses, and you can close in just 14 days. Get with these guys today. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry, wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Core Flooring Center. That is where you should go to peruse what could be your next floor. Because if you are thinking about replacing flooring in some or all of your home, Core Flooring Center is the place you want to go for several reasons. 1, you're getting a great product. 2, you're getting it at the best price. And 3, you're getting a lifetime installation warranty, and the installation is fantastic. There's so many good reasons. Here's a couple more. If you are a Real Radio listener and you go to Corey at Core Flooring Center and you buy flooring, you're going to get $50 donated to the Carla K Cancer Screening Fund for all purchases made by Real Radio listeners. And for a limited time, Corey's offering 10% off all flooring and installation starting at just $1 a square foot. We're talking waterproof laminate, vinyl planks, wood flooring, even carpeting. They all come with a lifetime installation warranty. And as I mentioned, Corey offers a best price guarantee. So if you have a quote, bring it to Corey. He guarantees to beat it. Located on 436 in Winter Park, but online, you find him at coreflooringfl.com.
Hey, I'm Tanner from Zero Res. Our mission is to be your trusted partner in creating clean and healthy environments. That's why we back our cleaning with great service, honest pricing, and results you'll love, and a 30-day guarantee. Schedule your cleaning today. Zero Res, spelled Florida backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Faster than your phone charging. Faster than your lunch break. Faster than your commute. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CHEMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
What up, guys? Sport from Duval.
Duval.
You know, I got a foolproof way to get you off sugar. Next time you get thirsty, go in the kitchen, get you a 12-ounce glass, put 5 ice cubes in it, fill it halfway up with some Sprite Zero, fill the rest of that sumbitch up with some whiskey. Woo, boy. After about 5 of those, only sugar you can think about is sugar. Honey.
Yeah, you gotta run. Later. Your 6 o'clock keyword is bonus. BONUS. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bonus is the word, guys. Go get that cash.
Get it.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
Tonight around 8 o'clock, you're going to hear a really unique podcast. It features 2 really unique dudes. One of those guys is a guy that you know, Ross Padgett. The other guy is a guy you know. His name's Joel Warren. He's online with us right now. Guys, good and loud for Mr. Joel Warren. What do you say?
Hey!
Woo-hoo. What's up, J-Dubs?
Thank you.
How you doing, bub?
Great. It's my birthday.
Is it really?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dude. What are you, like 28? How old are you?
On the dot, 28. Let's go with that. No more questions about age. 28.
Happy birthday, Joel Warren.
Yeah, Joel Warren, of course,
Thank you very much.
half of the duo that creates these this 14 sketches show that you're going to be able to see in Mount Dora coming up a little bit later this month or next month.
Yeah, he's good for 7 of them.
Yeah, man. Good for 7 of those.
I'm at least.
Yeah.
We haven't figured out the final running order, but I'm going to be in most, if not all of them.
Joel also is one of the most heralded performers in Central Florida. He's been doing improv and stand-up in this city for many, many years. How long, buddy?
I grew up here, so I don't know when it became not just annoying and professional, but 20 or 30 some years. But, this stuff with Ross has really come back around because we've been watching the videos of some of these sketches, and it's been years now. So they've got some nuance to them at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, you guys have done 20. You'll get 14 of the best ones out there in Mount Dora coming up in just a couple weeks. I would tell you, probably get your tickets early for that.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be a really interesting show. You've not seen anything like this before. It is a hybrid. Show. There is sketch comedy in there. There's like stand-up comedy in there, but not really stand-up. It's performed quite well. All the sketches are just like 5 minutes long, but you get 14 of them, completely different storylines, and very, very funny, really unique.
And it's in Mount Dora, which is, one of our favorite places to go. Over the years, we've kind of like grown to love doing these Mount Dora shows. And I used to live there. I like it. I've liked it for years, but now seeing what the Real Radio shows, they bring out people that don't just live there. It's everybody.
Yeah, and
it's a great dinner and a show.
Yeah, and that whole Lake County area really supports that little town. So they come from Tavares, Eustis, Umatilla, Leesburg. They come from everywhere up there, man. So it's going to be a good-ass time.
Well, and years ago when I lived there, everybody always said, "Oh, way up there," but that was before the toll roads. It's really not that far.
Yeah, from the radio station, it's 32 minutes from here in Maitland. So downtown Orlando is another 8. That's it.
That's in Jim's car. Deb?
About 15.
15 minutes for Deb.
Yeah.
Hey, we've talked to you so much about it. You've been part of the show since we started. You really have. But I did want to ask you something. Do you ever talk about your actual career? Did you ever really talk about how unique that is with people? Are you allowed to do that?
I worked for Disney, and I've worked for Universal as well. The great thing about my job is that the things that I do sometimes only take a couple of months. So it's like project-based often. But no is the answer. We haven't really talked too much about it. Most of this stuff has already happened, so I can talk about it. But I opened Shanghai for Disney and lived there for 3 months opening a show. And I've done quite a bit of work on the cruise ships. So every like quarter I'll go off on a cruise ship for about a month. And
but it's what you do though that I think is interesting, because you could say cruise ship, there are 100 jobs on a cruise ship, but I think what you do for Disney is really interesting. I do want to spend a couple of seconds with this. Aren't you the one that kind of choreographs and teaches people how to run these kind of live action shows, like the where it's kind of puppeteers with the story and music and stuff?
I mean, I can't get too close to what it is, but yes is the answer.
Man, what a unique position to have, Luke. I mean, I can only imagine the trust that they must have in you, because those shows are a gigantic part of those experiences for families,
Yeah, it's high risk, high reward. That's why I've been around so long. You ever meet hostage negotiators and they're so calm and cool? And I feel like that's kind of what my job is on the entertainment side, is I go into places that are very high stress and then kind of work it out and tell everybody how to not die.
Well, the podcast comes on tonight, 8 o'clock. It's called Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. Of course, it's been on now for a year and a half, couple of years now. Well over 100 episodes.
Well, in the last couple of months, we've had to kind of switch schedules around, because either Ross has been busy like this week, or I've been off somewhere doing some top secret entertainment project at sea. So we've been just the two of us recording. And, in episodes past, it's been a 3 or 4 person thing, but we've been recording it at night, just the two of us, and it's totally changed the vibe.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot more about our real lives, honestly, because in the morning we're all surface level, but by the time it's 6 or 7 at night, both of us are beaten down and ready to tell secrets.
Ross is his son. Joel has 2 boys, teenage boys that are like very active soccer players, baseball players and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff.
I have an update. You're going to love this.
Uh-oh.
So my kids are switching schools. After years of being at a soccer academy, they are going back to public school. And the first thing on the calendar is football. And they have already pretty much made the football team as kickers.
That's awesome.
And just as a political science, looking at how to integrate yourself into a new group of people, I was like, you just went in and went, oh, I know the football team. That's genius.
Brilliant. It's as brilliant as it gets. And
it is, and they can't even really get hit because they're the kicker.
That's the best thing ever.
They could have a nice concussion-free career doing that.
Yeah, sure. Make a few bucks.
I don't want to jinx it, but that's the idea, Jack.
Hey,
We're going to not concussion our way to a scholarship.
But I got to tell you, man, the kicker's life is a very unique life, though, because I mean, either you are the king of the parade or you are getting firebombed. It's one of those two. There is no in between there.
It's the goat or the goat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely. You could be Waterboy the next week.
Yeah. What do you guys have for Good Sauce tonight for us?
Well, Ross is currently in Austin, Texas, and he's filming a sketch that was pitched on our show by Jake Ricca, who is a comedian from Orlando, but like many other successful Orlando comedians, has made the switch to live in Austin now. That's sort of the mecca of stand-up comedy at the moment. And he pitched this ridiculous sketch on our show. It took like 20 minutes to even say what it was, and it was like a movie. And I was like, this is hilarious, but, it's too bad you can never do it. And, of course, once I said that, the wheels started turning, and Ross is now in Austin filming that sketch.
Which is crazy.
Right now. It's crazy. And I think that if it hits, and I believe all these guys are connected, and it's not my sketch to spill the secrets of, but other than Ross, there are some very popular comedians in this sketch.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a huge hit.
Yeah, he told me one of the reasons he flew out this week and, hated missing, but he said, hey, look, I have an opportunity I have to take advantage of because there are some pretty big names attached to this little thing. And, with these social media, look, the one thing the people in Austin figured out, the Kill Tony people, whether it be Jolly, whether it be any of those people that are part of that world, Cam, whomever, they figured out the social media thing. And I think that's Jake's specialty. Is Ricca is one of those geniuses at really maximizing the ability to use social media to get your face and name and product out there. So you're right, it could be a big deal for him.
It is. And it's so funny because I've known Ross for years now and working as partners. He's so good and he's so picky, but he asked me on the way out there, he goes, if I have the chance to do Kill Tony, do you think I should do it? And I was like, I do. I also think that if they ask you to be on Saturday Night Live, you should probably consider that as well.
Yeah, you should consider that as well.
I'm like, what are you doing? Yes.
Have seen, Cam Patterson obviously is one of the big stories from Orlando comedy because he made it on SNL. And, anybody in the world can tell you if you are if you visit comedy places in Orlando, that there for a while, you would see Cam Patterson drop in, do a 5-minute set, and then leave and go do it somewhere else or whatever. I've seen Cam do stand-up 50 times before I knew he got famous. When he hit, and I told my wife, I said he hit, I said, man, it's kind of wild. And I love Cam, and I think Cam is very funny. But, man, when it comes to the muscle that is SNL, it just seems that Ross is so custom-made for that story, for that whole idea. He's got a look. He's very good. He's got a silly, looks great on camera, confident. And I just think it would work well for him.
Well, I can't lie. Every time we've posted these, especially the older sketches that were, like, filmed, with sets and everything, you were in one of them, I said, if I can get the assist of being the other one that gets Ross on Saturday Night Live by the end of this, or whatever the new version of that is, or whatever, just that launches it, because I think I agree with you. He's perfect for it. That would be so great.
Yeah, he's just so overboard perfect. If you ever seen a stand-up and you go and see him, if you go see him doing these sketches, you will know immediately this dude was absolutely built for sketch comedy. And outside of stand-up, I think that's got to be his second love, right, Joel?
I would hope so. We're doing it so much. Stand-up is a lonely art. I'd never done stand-up before I knew Ross and before he literally dared me to. But it is not, I'm more of a with my friends, let's have this thing together, let's play, when you get out there and you're alone, it is a lonely alone that I've never known before.
It is a really weird experience. I would agree with that as well. I've done this for many years. I did stand up for a couple of years and tried it out. I didn't have much time, like 10, 15 minutes at the very most. And I have to tell you, I learned I hated it. Like I did not enjoy, I didn't enjoy that. Even when people laughed, I did not enjoy it because it's so, it is There is no way to explain how it feels to be on stage and the audience is looking at you, and you could just feel them going, okay, dude, we're here. Say something funny. Do something that's going to make us laugh. We paid our money. We got our drinks. And you start thinking about that a little bit. It's wild. And the crazy thing for you is, I've said this to you for many years, I think that you could be one of the great stand-ups that Orlando has to offer because you're such a natural. You know, when you come on the air, no notes, no nothing, and you're able to make people laugh with no problem whatsoever. And the stand-up I've seen of yours is brilliant. But if you don't enjoy it, you just don't enjoy it, right?
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it is just the doing of it. I think that you ever see somebody who's good at something and they're just not that into it?
Yeah.
And I hate to tell too much of the truth right now, but that stand-up thing is like, I like being backstage with the comedians most of the time, and I like my brief interaction with the audience after the show, but the during of it, I'm just like, don't forget all your jokes. Because like you said, I'm so natural that to a fault, I'm very comfortable on a stage, and I will walk off and then look at my notes and realize I didn't tell but like 30% of what I wrote, and the rest of it, I was just like making up some story on the spot, which is not the most efficient or best way to do this. That's why I admire people like Ross who can really give his best every single time, and that's not something that just happens. You do that with Miles on the machine, and you know, I know when I'm not in first place, and on this one, he's killing it. I hope right now, while we're doing this, he's blowing up in Austin.
Yeah, well, I asked him today to call if he could. He said I'd be on set, so he's on set right now shooting that video in Austin as we speak. So.
And I think that thing's going to get seen. Whether or not it's to see Ross, I think people are going, millions of eyes will see this thing he's filming today.
Hey.
So I'm pretty pumped about it.
Hey, do me a favor. When we get off the air here, text me the list of the people, because obviously nobody wants to say it. Can you text me if you, I promise I won't give it up. But can you text me a couple of the names that are
well,
people?
Honestly, you've said them. So I think,
okay.
I think it's just, I'm always so afraid to have spilled someone else's beans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's it. I was just being over. I'm pretty sure that I know Jake. I think Christoph's going to be it, and I I do believe Cam's going to be it.
Oh, very good as well, man. That's awesome. Well, tonight at 8 o'clock.
And they're all old buddies. That's not even like a weird thing. That's just who hangs out.
Well, I mean, with Christoph, again, we've known Christoph since he was a boy, but a young man. Again, he was another one we saw do stand-up here with Cam and all these guys. Jake would do stand-up.
He is a killer. Christoph is the ginger ninja. He's the best.
The ginger ninja. Yeah. Well, it's tonight at 8 o'clock. It's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel.
And real quick, at the Sketch Comedy Show, 14 sketches in Mount Dora. If you want information or the link to get tickets, you go to realradio.fm/comedy. realradio.fm/comedy. We have all the info there, and you can secure your tickets. Both VIP and general admission are available. That is at the end of August 29th.
Yep.
It's a Saturday night.
Yep.
I think we're all going to be there to see Ross and Joel. It's going to be
Can't
fun.
wait. This is our Netflix special. We're going for it on this one.
All right,
absolutely.
Buddy. Always good seeing you, man. Tell me the boys that said hi.
Pleasure. 10 Hut. Let's go football.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tonight at 8 o'clock, it's a Good Sauce with Ross and Joel.
28.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Looks good for
Looks
28.
amazing, right?
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. No, don't stick around for that, dude. Get out of here. What are you doing? All right, back in a sec.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Roadways are busy, and so are emergency crews clearing up a couple accidents on I-4 westbound at Kirkman Road. That's off to the shoulder. Where Sand Lake Road meets John Young Parkway, a crash on Semorin at Colonial. That's blocking the right lane heading northbound there. The on-ramp's partially blocked from Anderson Street to State Road 408 eastbound. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the...
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University. Rasmussen University's mix of online and on-campus options means you can earn a degree from home or connect with others in person across 5 states. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Our
iHeartRadio Music Festival
Presented by Capital One.
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
There once was a magic... Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
When bills can't wait, every minute matters. That's why there's Amscot. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At Supersure.com, you can access tools like the Fine Print Facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters in the Morning. A lot of people don't think about uninsured motorist coverage until it's too late, but Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt taught me that UM coverage protects you. Now, I'm not an attorney, but if Mo DeWitt says it's important, I know it is because he's speaking from experience. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and beanbag share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus get up to $150 onboard credit and kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
In this edition of the Marketer's Report, Scott Hinchelwood, a director at St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, talks about the power of live events.
We've been working with iHeart now going back to your beginning, and we have over 60 iHeart station partners out there telling our story, and it really helps drive that St. Jude mission home and share our patients and share our mission.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live events, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
How did you, Colbert Crew? You know how. Your favorite teabag in the villas of Duval. And today we raise a beer to a band that I've never heard of from the 80s. Jim James, you might like this. Charlie Sexton.
Yeah, Charlie Sexton.
The album
Oh, yeah.
Pictures for something. Just look that up. Have a good show, y'all.
You got it. Real tall guy.
Yeah, I think it's Pictures for Pleasure.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
He had a hit in the 80s.
Yeah, that's it.
Former guitar player for Bob Dylan.
Yep, sure enough. Bonus is your 6 o'clock keyword, BONUS. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bonus is the word, guys. Good luck.
Get it?
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Good evening.
The best bars in America list was released today. Did you guys happen to glean any of those?
Wait, the what?
The best bars in America.
No.
Yeah. Do you think we have any here in Florida, i.e. in the Central Florida area? There are, I think, 50 of them, if I get this right. Yeah, top 38 picks. I'm sorry. Top 38 bars in America. Like, if you had a favorite bar around here, what would your favorite bar be in the Orlando area?
Oh. You guys go first.
Right.
Yeah, we wouldn't really go out that much for
No.
bar action though. I actually do like 1921 in Mount Dora's got a nice bar. That's kind of cool. Pisces' bar is really nice. It's old. It
Yeah.
used to be an old hotel, so it's been there for 100 years.
You can always spot me upstairs at Goblin Market.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Handlebar.
Handlebars, good. That's an old school one, right?
Yeah.
For us, like Wally's used to be that kind of
Oh,
place,
yeah.
right? And that's not even like I'm not even
Spats.
getting to the dive thing, that's not even a dive issue. It's just the best bar and kind of how they, it says in their, this is USA Today story. It says they're celebrating the standout spots across the country that do more than just pour a stiff drink. These are places where locals and visitors gather for a good conversation, warm vibes, and a little slice of the city's character, whether that means sipping a club-friendly mixed drink with the orange vodka, club soda, or cranberry, or maybe even just listening to the stereo, enjoying a nice beer like in Asheville. That's that is the those are the parameters.
All right.
For the best bar in Orlando. Now, I will tell you, I don't know if it's still this way anymore, but there used to be a couple places in this city that were the spot, and I think everybody can agree. I don't know what it's called. It used to be called
Jeff Howell's Bar.
No, not Jeff Howell's Bar. It's the Red Dog Saloon or whatever. It used to be called Houston's. What is Houston's now?
Hilltop,
right? Or
Yep.
is it Hilltop?
No,
Hillstone. Yeah. Hillstone's Bar has been legendary in Winter Park for years.
That's
Like,
a mover shaker place.
that is
right?
a mover shaker place. That's like one of those places. If you want to go be seen by people who are the ballers in the city, you went to Hillstone and you went to that bar during happy hour, and it was just loaded with dudes in really good suits.
And the women there to fish.
Yeah. And the women there to fish. But I would think even down the road at a place called Bula, it's just Bulla, which is a Spanish tapas restaurant.
Yes.
Their bar also is pretty good. Luke's Bar over in Maitland is another one of those places that's kind of cool. Real good food, good bar food, great scene. The bar is separate from the restaurant. It's not like right there,
As I try, you bring this topic up, and I try to think like which bar, and I realize I do not go out at all.
And you don't.
Not like that. We used to do that.
I used to like.
Well, your wife doesn't drink, dude. I mean, so it's kind of weird that you.
Oh,
would,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
I
wife
forgot
doesn't
about
drink.
that.
Now we do have one close. God, I don't know where this one is, but I know everybody knows one of these. Matter of fact, Jack, I'm sure you really know one of these.
What do you got?
It's on the coast. On the
Coconuts?
Let me see where it is here.
It's not a Sloppy Joe's?
This is in Sebastian.
Sebastian Beach Inn.
No.
It's the only thing I know in Sebastian.
It's the Sandbar Beach Club at Captain Hiram's Resort.
Okay.
Hiram's, you know Hiram's?
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I've been over there a number of times. When Russ used to have his boat, we used to go over there a little bit and hang out at Captain Hiram's. It says that's one of the top bars in all of Florida, right there on Highway 1, 1580 Highway 1. It says the reggae music, the sand on your feet. It's become a raw bar, small boat ramp in 87 with only 27 seats. Now it's one of the largest private employers in the city.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy, right? And it says their outdoor island-style tiki bar features beer, wine, specialty cocktails, such as the Hurricane Hiram, a Category 3, 4, or 5. So I'm guessing that comes with it says a 151 floater.
Ooh.
So basically they put a little weed eater gas on top of that thing where you can go and have yourself fun. There's a place called in Delray Beach called Goodnight John Boy, and it made the list. It says, for those of a certain age, the phrase Goodnight John Boy lands with familiarity because of the Waltons.
Right, correct.
It's also the name of the bar. At the center is the dance floor, a glowing Saturday Night Fever-esque grid that doubles as a magnet. This is mirrored disco balls scattered across the room. So it's kind of a retro feel, I guess. And the other one is a place I've never even heard of. I actually haven't heard of Goodnight John Boy, but the other one that made it in Florida, we have 3, by the way. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
that's very good.
3 in Florida total.
Ooh, there's one in Melbourne, Jack. Yeah, three in Florida because they went around the nation. So we have 3 of the 38.
I got it. Calico Jack.
Yeah, it's not even there anymore.
It is not. It closed December 20th, 1994.
There you go.
I was there.
Weird that you know that.
I was the manager on duty.
There you go. Dolly's Wine Bar in Melbourne, Florida is considered one of the best bars in America, according to USA Today. Yeah. It says locals flock to Dolly's Wine Bar, which is a cozy neighborhood spot in the heart of the O'Galley Arts District. It's become one of Melbourne's go-to places for wine lover and casual nights out. Artsy vibe, eclectic kind of decor. Pretty
Looks cool.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It actually doesn't look bad at all. There's a little video for every one of those. Never been there, never heard of it. I've only been to one of those, Captain Hiram's. I do not remember it being, an unbelievable experience. We're like, oh my God, I got to get back over to Captain Hiram's. I mean, I'm sure it's awesome, but I mean,
it's not a dive. It's a fancy place, Dolly's.
Oh, is it really?
If you the screen, look at the picture.
Yeah, it didn't say dives. It just said, kind of vibe. I think is kind of what they're shooting for. I think some of the little rooms in Orlando could probably kind of hit up to that. That little tiki place over at the Copper Rocket, what it's called, Permanent Vacation, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little bar inside a bar.
Yeah,
like a little secret bar.
I've never I've wanted to go there, but in the beginning it was just so busy, and I never been back.
I went there one time, and oddly enough, it was with Leon Mills and his wife.
Yeah.
We asked them out to dinner. Went out to dinner. I was like, well, how packed could it be? It was a late dinner, so we didn't even get done at like 9:45. I said, I got a place. Let's go have a cocktail, like a nightcap, and then we'll let you guys get home. I got this cool little place, and I'm sure we can get in, right? We drive over. We walk up to the door. I open the door. It's this tiny little like phone booth size room where you kind of check in, and then there's another room you go into, and that's the actual bar. And I walked in and I said, hey, is there any space available? And she goes, yeah, it's about an hour and 45-minute wait. And we have a bench here if you'd like to sit.
See you later.
And I literally laughed in her face and said, well, we're going to go ahead and haul ass.
And it's very similar to the Suffering Bastard, which was inside Tuffy's, and that place is cool. I've been in there. I really enjoy that. I that's what I like, a kind of a tiki bar feel.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that is but I heard that might not be there anymore.
It's not. They closed it.
They did.
Yeah. And I think, did Will's Pub have a little place like that as well? Like a little hidden, tucked in place? That may be Tuffy's. Because if you didn't know, you would think it was like a door that led to a storage room.
You wouldn't know. Yeah, because it was just like this like 4 by 4 foot room with a little podium there for the hostess. And then you'd go in and, I don't know, you could fit 20 people in there tops.
Maybe, dude. Yeah. But the thing is, they had really good whiskeys, and the cocktails there were like premium cocktails. They were good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. I'm getting drinks tonight. I'm not
First,
actually.
you're getting chicken wings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you just get to have vodka and a little soda. That's all you get to have.
And the soda, buddy.
And then on the, we'll end with this today. On the,
maybe gin and tonic.
On the heels of that movie that came out just the other day, we were talking about Obsession.
Right.
On the heels of Obsession, there's a new kind of, there's a new trend out there right now. Have you ever heard of an Etsy witch? Deborah, an Etsy witch. Have you ever heard of one?
But I can't specifically remember exactly what it is.
So what was that thing that dude broke in the movie Obsession, Jack? Do you remember? It was like, it's called the Wish-A-Will or Whippoorwill or
Willow stick.
Well, it's something that where if you break it, you're supposed to get a wish, right? Yeah, it's something.
It was like a willow wish or something like that, or willow stick or
willow
whatever.
wish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess the whole idea with this thing is they have like on Etsy where you can go and ask this witch, this kind of animated thing for a favor or to cast a spell to get me a better job or something like that.
Don't necessarily believe they're all animated. You probably have some practicing Wiccans there.
It says this lady was looking for a job for a while. She goes, I got a call. They didn't choose me. I was so frustrated and angry. It happened so many times, not just in 24, but in 25 as well. I was freelancing. It wasn't working. Next logical step was go to Etsy and find a witch, which is Spells by Carlton, to be exact. And for $4.54, Deborah.
That's not bad.
You can wish for a stable, reliable job that pays well and takes the stress of financial uncertainty off your shoulders.
It's always been just that easy.
Now, she did this. She was so desperate for a full-time job, she did it. And just about 2 months later, she actually landed her dream job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she said, full-time contract position, went to work and never looked back. It's the searches for Etsy Witch over the last 3 months. How much do you think they've risen? Actually, over the last 5 years, how many do you think they've risen? Like what percentage?
300%. That's low, Deb.
I'll go 430%.
160%.
Oh, okay.
Of people going online and asking a website to get them a better job.
Well, we're still telling people not to microwave squishy toys.
Yeah,
so.
Here's the funny thing, though, right? It says, in the past, you could pay your tithe at the church or temple and pray for anything you wanted. Better health, romance, love, a new job, or whatever you want. These days, people are more putting their faith in something else. An online stranger whose mystical services can be enlisted by clicking Add to Cart. It says the witch behind Spells by Carlton is a 46-year-old man, Carlton McNamara, who says that employment, it's her actually, is her most ordered topic request. She goes, I hear every kind of request you can imagine. The number one request is a career and success in my job. Then secondly is love. And then thirdly is... Well, that's kind of hard. It's removal of blockages. In other words, it's like, get rid of these hurdles that are in front of me to quell my success. I want you to move those for me so I can move on.
There you go. Clear some obstacles.
I would have to get...
I'm glad you mentioned obstacles in life because I was starting to think some other things.
I would think that it would have to get it to a pretty bad point before I went to Etsy and got a witch or leaned on like the supernatural for a job, but who knows?
For you, yes.
What do you say?
You're not going to put faith in something supernatural.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. That would have to be like a last minute thing for me.
But there's ghosts. You've dealt with them personally.
Well, it is a dichotomy for sure. Like I've had unbelievable experiences that I cannot explain, but yet I do not believe. I have to think that there's an explanation for what I've seen and what's happened to me over my life, but I cannot explain it. I'm telling you, dude, the ghost kid across the pool was one of those things in my life. It's the story I will tell for the remainder of my... Everybody has like that UFO Bigfoot sighting. I literally saw a boy ghost run across my pool, and it was as clear as day, and my wife saw the same exact thing from a different vantage point. And
that's what makes it extra creepy.
There is no question that happened. Something that looked like a ghost, an apparition, ran across my pool.
Texters are chiming in on the bar topic, Jim. We were talking about tiki bars. Someone mentioned Aku Aku is still downtown. That I've been there. That's a fun time.
Is it really? I didn't even heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's near Lake Eola. It has a giant head like the Easter Island head in it.
Oh, is it really?
Oh yeah, it's very cool.
I'm not seeing that.
Suffering Bastard is actually reopening in the Mills 50 district.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why they closed the Tuffy's location.
Oh, that's cool.
They're going closer to downtown. And also, Karen texted in. She said her husband used to live in Boynton Beach and remembers going to Goodnight John Boy's 35 years ago.
Damn, really?
So that's been around a minute.
Yeah, I think almost every one of these has been around for a while. Like Hiram's has been around since I think the mid 80s, maybe even earlier than that.
And Donna says that Dolly's over there in Melbourne area is across from Pineapples, where Ross and Joel have both done comedy over there. She says that downtown O'Galley district is growing fast.
I'll be damned. You have a little experience with that. Was it nice before? Was it just kind of...
Not that area, not that much. I mean, I lived there for 10 years, worked at the Calico Jacks that I mentioned earlier as a manager there. Well, every job at that one, but that area was not as developed, but I think it's changed a lot. I like once a year I go to get my taxes done. Yeah. I will drive through the streets just to kind of marvel at all the changes.
We got to get over there, man. I mean, we have to make that a point to get over there either later this summer or spring of next year. Find somebody, just go over there and hang out or something. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a really cool place. Like that Cocoa Beach area, that downtown, that Cocoa Village is so nice.
I'll be going again in October when we do the NKF Surf Fest.
Yeah, right on, man. We got to do that for sure. Yeah. All right, Deb, what's coming up for you? Heard it here first.
Florida's Attorney General launches a Fauci investigation. Infamous serial killer's BTK's daughter is hit with a domestic violence injunction.
I saw that.
And get ready for DoorDash Air. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, just take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and get the hell out of here on a Wednesday.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for today, it's going to be another hot and humid day. So a heat advisory is in place in Orlando from 11 a.m. through 8 p.m. And that's going to be the time frame of when we'll experience the hottest and most uncomfortable temperatures, which will feel closer to 105 to 110 once we do factor in that humidity. Our actual air temperatures will only make it to the low and middle 90s, the high of 94 in Orlando, with around a 30% chance of a few spotty downpours and thunderstorms. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
Discover /Distillery, a unique distillery and blending house focusing on creating one-of-a-kind spirits in the heart of Winter Park. Step into their modern tasting room for expertly crafted cocktails at a truly elevated experience. /Distillery. Visit drink/.com.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
I'm Nick Turturro. You probably know me from NYPD Blue, The Longest Yard, or Spike Lee's Black Klansman. And on my new podcast, Delivering Happiness with Nick Turturro, I deliver pizza to a new guest. I've shared a slice with everyone, from Seth Rollins.
What are you doing, my belt?
To Bill Burr.
I don't think I've ever met somebody so exactly out of their mind.
We even have more great guests coming up, including John Turturro.
It's called Happiness.
Delivering Happiness. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Delivering Happiness with Nick Turturro, and listen now.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Hey there, my sink is leaking water. I need help right now.
We're having a company-wide staring contest. Do you want to play?
But what about my sink?
Okay, me versus you.
No.
Ready, go.
No, I'm not playing. And you know what? I should have called Frank Gay.
Oh, I almost blinked.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When it comes to plumbing problems, you want a helpful operator to guide you and an honest and reliable plumber to provide customized solutions for your home.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Russ Rollins here. This July, celebrate America's 250th birthday by declaring your freedom on outdated bathrooms, hard-to-clean grout, and the worry of hidden leaks. At HBN Bath, they'll help you enjoy beautiful, low-maintenance shower designs with quality products from brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. It's your chance to declare independence from old bathrooms once and for all. Visit HBNUSA.com. That's HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply? He got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment? He got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors? He got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead, so we will look ahead tomorrow on the Monsters in the Morning on Real Radio. More keywords, more chances for you to win $1,000, and a recap of today's Teacher Appreciation Party, which is just wrapping up about now. Now, when it comes time for you to look ahead, for you and your family in the world of living wills, trusts, family planning, all of that good stuff, you can trust Ray Trenley and his team at TK Law. Online, it's onefirmforlife.com.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. You do have a few minutes for your 6 o'clock keyword. Help me out there, guys.
Proof that we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, Ohana, real quick. Jack, you know I want to shout you out, bro. Dropping SBI, Sebastian Beachin, legendary back in the day. Yep, I think I mentioned once, drink 3 Bahama Mamas, and if you can, you are allowed to write your name on the wall. But yeah, man, Captain Hiram's blows up. I remember that place in the earlies. Like, just as 2000, when I moved back from Hawaii, hopping. They're still rocking down there. Aloha.
Aloha, brother. Take 2. Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 6 o'clock keyword is bonus, BONUS. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. You got a few minutes, probably about 8 or so, to get over there and get your name on the list. And remember, if you're playing the game, turn your phone on, turn it up, and keep it near you. That's how they tell you you've won.
But don't sleep on those later keywords. 1 at 7, 8, and 9.
Coming up tomorrow, we will have the beautiful, lovely Chloe G. I actually read a piece that she wrote about something else in the weekly.com today. She's a good writer, man.
Yeah.
She's got a good talent there. So she drops by to tell us what's happening on the weekends coming up, and we'll talk to Chloe G around 4 o'clock. We'll also do Colbert Court tomorrow. And we'll have your call, sex, and talkbacks, and 4 more opportunities for you to win $1,000. That's it.
That's all we ask.
Hopefully get an update from Ross on how his thing went. It'd be nice to get a little phone call from him tomorrow afternoon. We'll see how that goes.
Hopefully a huge success.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be back on Friday. He said it's just according to when his flight goes out. I'm not 100 on what that means, but hopefully I can find that out as well.
I mean, didn't he book it?
I know. That's I mean, but who knows, dude? I'm telling you, man. You just don't know, man.
I guess.
I mean, you just don't know.
I understand that, and I also understand that you are at the mercy of airlines, like people on American Airlines.
Oh, I know.
Stuck on the ground for
When was this?
Oh, there was
yesterday. There was a technical glitch,
an IT issue.
Yeah, it grounded like 250 flights at Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Did not see that.
Oh yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
It was temporary, and they got it fixed, and they started flying again. But again, when someone else is driving, you can't exactly say when you're going to be there.
And it's just Austin. It really isn't that far away. I think what's that? A couple hour flight? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we flew out there. I think we had a layover, but I think my wife was flown, geez Louise, has flown straight through, and I believe it's like just a couple hours, a little bit more than that. Have you ever been in Austin?
Only at the airport where we on our way to Costa Rica.
So no. Yeah, because buddy, let me tell you, much like I always pump up Maine, and I think Maine is one of the great hidden, wonderful states to visit in our country. It is absolutely beautiful. I know that all the Midwest gets out there with the national parks. I completely understand. Maine has all of that plus the coast and Acadia National Park, which in my opinion kind of adds up to some of the big parks out west. Acadia is like fake. Like it looks like Disney built it. It's so crazy and it's all natural. It's great, but man, yeah, Austin, Texas is bananas.
How many different states have you pooped in one day?
What a great question. Probably 2. Maybe 3?
I hit 3.
Maybe 3 on a long road trip where you do one right before you leave. That's the state you live in. Do one halfway for gas, and then do one when you get to your destination.
So here's the deal. If you're flying, for me, it was California, Texas, and Florida.
Wow.
That's pretty spread out. That's a lot of me spread out.
Oh, yeah. Thank God. Well, on that note,
proud.
on that note, Deb, let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
And You Heard It Here First is brought to you by Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center now through August 8th. See the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org. Just remember, please arrive early as the shows are filling up quickly. Florida's Attorney General is launching a new investigation into Dr. Anthony Fauci. James Uthmeier says he wants to determine whether Fauci misled Congress about decisions made during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is according to Politico. The announcement came just hours after Fauci repeatedly invoked the Fifth Amendment during a tense U.S. Senate hearing. Uthmeier says the state investigation will focus on Fauci's congressional testimony and decisions he made during the pandemic. A Florida judge has granted a domestic violence injunction against Carrie Rawson. She's the daughter of BTK serial killer Dennis Rader after her ex-husband claimed she repeatedly warned their children were in danger. Fox News reported a judge granted the injunction after Darian Rawson filed a petition describing a series of incidents that left him fearing not only for his own safety, but the safety of the former couple's 2 teenage children. Rawson has become an author and advocate for victims of violent crime since her father's arrest in 2005, writing and speaking about growing up as the daughter of one of the most notorious serial killers. She was Baker acted and admitted herself to treatment, apparently dealing with some pretty severe mental health issues.
Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine?
No, I could not. I mean, there's still
little girls.
Yeah, they're still investigating some of the cold cases.
Yeah.
In Kansas. Just reading about them today. And then finally, DoorDash is building its own drone delivery service, including its own aircraft. What's this going to mean with the Walmart thing?
Yeah.
But its robotics and autonomy team is developing a new business called DoorDash Air after receiving air carrier certification from the FAA. The certification allows the company to legally operate a commercial drone delivery service in the United States. The service will eventually be available within the company's delivery app. DoorDash hasn't said when its drones will begin delivering food. to customers, but let's just hope it doesn't collide with the one bringing your baby diapers.
Sorry, gig workers.
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
I can't wait until neighborhoods have 8 or 10 or 20 of these things hovering over their homes, delivering everything as inane as a 6-pack of soda or Band-Aids. When the constant, you think those leaf blowers are bad in Winter Park that they banned? Wait until there are 8 or 10, 12 or 15 of these things perpetually flying over your property. You are going to lose your mind.
And you're looking at a generation now that will have things delivered a mile away because they don't want to go out. I'm like, oh.
You talk about the sound from the data centers being a pain in the ass or pickleball courts. Wait till you hear the hum. And if you've never heard one of those things live before, one big enough to pick something up and deliver it, you prepare yourself.
I just can't imagine the cost of paying for, because anybody who pays for DoorDash feels like you're already paying for an airline ticket.
All right, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank that mortgage guy, Don, for saucing up our Wednesdays, Tam Marshall and Liberty from Save a Life Pet Rescue, Scott Maxwell, that great Orlando Sentinel columnist, just in case you missed Animal House or Scott's Call. Both of their podcasts have already been posted to the Jim Colbert Show. Joel Warren, one half of Good Sauce with Ross and Joel tonight. And last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Badass Bullware for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Jack, question of the day.
Is it okay to put your bag dog poop in someone else's trash can?
God, this is a tough one, man. 33% say yes, it's okay.
31% said yes.
Wow.
And I think that's way too low.
All right, again, coming up tomorrow, we'll have Chloe G, Glenn in for Colbert Court, plus, again, more opportunities for you to win money and your calls, texts, and talkbacks. Fun stuff to talk about every single day.
You know it.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters of the morning after us. It's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
And go put some hump in your day. Bye.
Yep, you got it, Toyota.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The shoulder's blocked on the Beach Line eastbound at Tradeport Drive. There's a crash on the Green